Not yet. And
Okay.
now we are.
Oh, we're on
Welcome,
YouTube. I just
welcome,
got the
everybody.
notification.
Yes.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
Welcome, everybody who is listening or watching or whatever it may be. We are pretty much doing this kind of just sparingly because we have a storm approaching Florida in a day or two. So I just
Yep.
decided, hey, let's talk about Horror Nights and Terminator 2 closing.
Yeah.
In case this is the last time you'll hear any of us.
Yeah, trying to get this in before it
Yay.
hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey,
So-
since it's coming over land now, maybe we'll get a little bit less of a blow. where we're at anyway. Miami, they're gonna be like Atlantis. But
Yeah.
anyways.
Did you say Atlantis? Like Atlantis? Like Journey to Atlantis? Like Beetlejuice music?
Yeah, like let me put it this way. In like 300 years, they're gonna like scuba dive and they're gonna find Miami and they're gonna think it's Atlantis. I'll just put it that way.
Or will they find Pitbull?
Probably.
Oh my god, I hate you all.
Anyway,
Oh man.
we have some people in the chat. What up, people? What up?
Yeah.
How do you see the chat? Oh, let me pull up a YouTube browser.
Yeah, that's what I
Pull
just did
up
because
YouTube.
I'm using my phone. So
Anyway, the guest
you're
that
in
you
Miami,
are
dude.
hearing, that is Connor.
Someone-
Introduce yourself to everybody, Connor.
hello. I see someone in the chat said that they're in Miami. Like you may want to get out of there.
Nah,
You may not want to stay there.
he wants to have fun. I'm sure he's safe.
Well, I
Guess
hope
what
so.
starts today? Halloween Horror Night starts. Yeah, enjoy that, Scott.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason's in here, and Billy's in here,
Hey,
and someone
Jason and
named
Billy,
Jason
hey.
said, "Ew, is that Brady?" Someone said, "Ew."
Ill?
R.I.P.
Or
me.
maybe ill like L. Like L.
are you trying to be
Jimmy
what's
Fallon?
your name? Sarah
Sarah? With no
with
H?
no H
Sarah.
because H's are
No H, 'cause
L.
H's are yeah.
So, yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is right now. That's crazy. That's weird. What time is it there, Scott?
Dun, dun, dun.
When the storm hits Miami, I'll go swim around. Do you have like an inner tube or something?
Yeah. just put on a GoPro and you'll be a viral sensation, man.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna try to do any storm vlogging or no?
Heck no,
Oh, I'm
man.
vlogging the entire series.
Oh, you're
Really?
gonna,
It's gonna be a
it's gonna be like a 24-hour a documentary about
Precisely.
storm.
It's gonna be called
Yeah.
A Week of Irma.
well,
So it's gonna be
Matthew.
more
I
of a
did
weekend, but
Matthew. I did like a 3-day long vlog.
Guys,
So
it's 10 a.m. in Japan. That's crazy.
that's so weird.
that blows my mind.
I would have
Wait.
the haunts open at noon. Yeah, that's so weird because if you guys don't know,
What?
Whoa.
everybody go check out Scott. You Can Do It channel. He's a vlogger over in Japan, and he's going to be covering Halloween Horror Nights in Japan because their event
That's
starts.
awesome.
And
That's-
the cool thing about their event is it's free. Like it's free with your
What?
like ticket. Yeah, it's not a separate ticket event.
Guys,
that
I'm
weird?
moving to Japan.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, let's go. Honestly, I mean, I just bought my ticket yesterday, I think. And I was like, dang, man, $80. But
$80. Stop complaining. Our pass is
Yo,
going to be like
hey.
100 and
hey, whose choice is that? Whose choice is that? Brady, man, Brady, you got to enjoy it while you can, while you don't have to pay for this stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Dad paid for it.
So-
100%
just
that's
so-
true.
Dad.
Soak it up, my friend. Soak it up.
soak it up.
Oh, I will. I will.
I feel like we have not done a proper job of introduction. So first up, Connor, tell them a bit about yourself.
Well,
That's my boy.
well, I'm Brady's boy. We're homies. But no,
We're pretty much boys.
yeah. I pretty much just vlog about well, I would say pretty much theme parks and concerts, the occasional day-to-day, but it's mostly theme parks and music. And other than that, I just exist.
That wasn't bleak at all. And
Nope.
we're going to cut over to Mr. Happy Sunshine, Mr. Breakfast, Brady.
Breakfast. Oh snack. Oh
Breakfast.
snack.
Tell them a bit about
I'm
you,
Brady.
Brady.
All right, I will do that. I'm Brady. That's my name.
Mhm.
I also go by Breakfast. My number one catchphrase these days is "Oh snack."
Yeah, it's like a new thing.
SNACK. Snack. It
I
represents
almost
the
thought that
fact
was
that my name
Tim
is
for a
Breakfast.
second. That was
I
Connor.
have.
Tim's not here. Oh well, I mean,
Yeah.
he could be with
Well, he
at,
is,
at your
but he's
house,
not.
but yeah, he's in.
But
He.
uh,
Anyways,
yeah. I have a YouTube channel called Around Orlando Vlogs, and
Mhm.
I post stuff about the theme parks, both Disney and Universal.
Mhm.
I also go to a lot of concerts, as does Connor, and sometimes, like Connor said, the occasional at-home vlog. I also like to make cinematic edits. I've gotten into that a lot lately, and every
hmm
now and then, you may see that oddball video where we eat 12 different restaurants' fries. But that's every now and then.
yeah, that one happened. That one happened.
And you're also into photography a little bit as well, right?
Yes, I am getting into photography a lot lately.
Here's a question for you, Brady. Do you think that
Oh, here it is.
you starting photography has also helped your cinematics in your videos?
100%. I know how to work the
Mm,
camera much better because of
Question.
photography.
got you.
I, I
Got you.
I still have learned nothing.
Well, maybe
Everything
you
I
maybe
do is organic. It's self-taught of like, oh, that didn't work, or oh, that looks terrible. Let me not do that.
Let me not ever do that again.
Let me learn how to bump up the exposure. And what is ISO?
Hey, I think both of you are great photographers.
Hey, thanks, bro.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
sir.
I think it's
What a
fun.
bad boy.
I even mentioned this in my recent vlog at UOAP night. You should give it a
Segway.
watch because it's
Mm.
I'm a
Shameless
little
plug.
I'm low key kind of proud of how that video turned out. So I actually
Oh,
want
it was
people to see
pretty
that
good,
one.
though.
Oh,
But
you
I even
did.
mentioned like
Solid.
when you go to a theme park with photographers, I mean, it's kind of an interesting experience. Like you take a few steps,
It's all about the shot, bro.
they get their eye on something, they set up, take pictures. Like if you're the kind of theme park goer that loves to ride a bunch of stuff and go the whole time, I wouldn't recommend going with photographers.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Just don't go
I
with
wouldn't.
Brady.
I just at this point, like when you have an AP, like the parks kind of turn into like a hangout spot rather than a
Oh, 100%.
yeah, you know what I mean. They just kind of turn into a hangout spot.
Or
That's
do
pretty
I?
topic. 100%.
You know what I mean.
So you're talking about your video right here. I'm playing in the background just to give
Oh, I
everybody
see.
a reference.
I see. I was wondering like what the heck's going on.
Yeah, I can
You're a
do that
legend.
with this. Kind of need it. Well, that truck is not there
Hey,
anymore
there's me.
because of the storm. But there's Connor. That's what he looks like.
Yay.
Yeah,
That's me. I'm
yeah,
here.
that's him. And
Oh, we just got
I'll fast
someone.
forward to the part he was talking about with us.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
towards the
yeah.
end.
Oh, it's towards the end.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the AP night had started.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's darkness. Hold on.
But
Give
what's
us
that?
a tour of.
That it's a
That's
little
it.
after that because that was before you came in.
Well, anyway, there I
Well,
am. There's Brady. Yeah.
someone asked, someone actually asked how they think this storm is going to affect HHN. I just want to say I don't think. Well, I mean Irma won't, but if Jose comes to us, then yeah, it will.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
But as of now, from what I know, it's still supposed to hook up. So I'm
So which
hoping
one is the second one?
Jose. That's the one that's
Okay, so
following behind
okay,
Irma.
but
And then
Jose,
there's
but Jose is
Anybody that
far
used to...
to the left, right?
Jose is like
As far
Hey,
west.
not to scare
it's
anyone,
far
I think
west
it
right
just
now.
got announced as a Cat 4.
Which
It
one?
did, but Jose.
Jose,
It,
which
Jeez.
it
is the one
did.
that's
It
off in
did.
the Atlantic.
It is a Cat 4, but it's still like supposed to hook and like not even get near us. So hopefully that holds up because I really
Yeah.
don't want to deal with another one.
The
Like
only
this
thing
one.
that looks like an issue is after the hook, it looks like it's hooking back around to us.
Oh, good.
Don't don't
Oh,
jinx us, Brady.
hurricane season, man. Why has it been so bad this year? Like, oh my gosh. You know, like
It's
last
called
year,
global warming.
you know, not to get political, but I think we should start naming these hurricanes after like notable climate change deniers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to name them after like terrible presidents or something like the
Oh no.
Nixon.
Presidents, that's what I
Nixon is
thought too.
coming.
I mean,
Next we have
but yeah. Oh, look, Tim's in
Hurricane
here.
Bush.
Oh yeah. No,
So
Tim's right.
Jose
Jose
is
is.
east.
Oh yeah, it's in the east. Yeah, he's right. But
So,
Katia
so,
is the one
so
that's in the
Jose is
west.
East Coast.
That's in
Yes,
Mexico.
Katia. Katia's in like the Gulf of
Man,
Mexico,
who
but
is naming these storms?
I
Correct.
don't know. But I think they
I
should
don't
name them
know.
something scarier, like Megatron or something.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Hurricane
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron.
How is that scary?
I don't.
I don't know.
Howdy, undead. Welcome. Anyway, so you segued to UOAP nights, which I just wanted to talk about a little bit since we all kind of went to the event. Did any of you
Heck yeah.
guys attend the event the previous year when they held it?
I did indeed.
Oh,
I did not because this is my first year as a pass holder.
well, welcome. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like I own the company. Um, welcome
to
aboard.
beingapasholder.org.
Yeah. So Brady, how would you rate this one in comparison? Was it about the same? Did you feel like it was handled better,
I would
different?
put it a little bit below last year's.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe from what I witnessed with on social media of last year. It seemed a bit more.
Last year, yeah, it seemed like there was more presence. They
Mhm.
filmed some more stuff, interacted with the guests some more. This seemed like it was a little underprepared, but it was still a blast of an event, and it's
Mhm.
always fun that they do something like this for us.
So if
Yeah.
you
But
could
it did seem like
change
a
maybe
little
like
bit
one or
less
two
impressive.
things about the UOAP nights, what would you do? Like what would be your suggestion for them for
Okay,
next time?
I think they should have more interactive things that are not normally there going on. Like the whole magnet thing was really cool, but there was like four of them for the night and they were all gone already. I think they should do cool things like that spread out through the night. And I think that would get people, trying to
Right.
have fun, meet other
Throw some like
UOAPs out there.
throw some like rare slash exclusive characters out there, like a little more.
Oh,
Like they
definitely.
had
Maybe
characters
throw some
out.
more
They had
characters too.
characters out, but it was like the same ones you would see any other day.
Yeah, I was telling my friend that I was really excited because I was like, oh man, there might be rare characters at this event that we've never usually get to see because they only bring them out for the private like paid company sponsored events.
Right.
And I walked in and I'm like, okay, there's the Marvel characters that I'd normally see. Okay, there's
Hmm.
Seuss characters. I can see them during the day.
Yep.
That's it. Like,
And the other thing that was just an absolute train wreck. I know you guys will agree with me was trying to get everyone in. Oh
oh
my goodness,
god,
Oh,
that
man.
yeah.
was
Oh my goodness.
oh
Last
man.
year, okay, I'd like to take a note from last year. It was done way better. It might have just been a money thing, if we're being honest, but there was a
Mhm.
table at Universal and a table at Islands, and you got a lanyard with a
Oh,
little laminate on it, and that was done way better. There was one at each park, and they both got you in,
yeah, I was
and it
kind of
was
mad that there
awesome.
was
And I
no
liked the
lanyard, man.
laminates. Yeah, I
I
liked that
want that
as
free
well.
lanyard.
Yeah, I mean, and
I know, dude.
I was like super dehydrated waiting in that line. Like I couldn't even like physically stand. It was awful.
Oh yeah,
At least
you
It-
and Dad both got so dehydrated that night.
at
yeah.
least you didn't have a fellow UOAP member standing behind you, pretty much standing in line to wait to go to this event while complaining about Universal and saying, if this was Disney, it would have been, handled better. And I'm like, wait a minute,
Oh,
aren't
nice. Well,
aren't you a
Dad and I
pass
both went.
holder that's coming to a pass holder event? So I understand a little critiquing on the company because every company can grow better, but it was
Exactly.
just a point of like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like if you're there for that event at the time, like yeah, I mean, just standing in line like complaining about that's like going to see a band and just like complaining about the band as you're waiting to get in. Like that doesn't make any sense. Why'd you even go?
Yeah. Have you heard the new single?
Oh, it's so. Anyways, that's a whole nother.
They're not growing. They're getting worse.
Hello, TR Gamer. What is up? What's up? What's up, Tim Knight? What's up,
Hello.
Bradley?
Tim Knight. Hey, Brady. Hello.
Oh, you can see the chat, right? Yeah. Connor can't.
Yeah.
I can.
No,
Oh,
I'm
Connor
in here.
can. Okay.
I'm using the chat on my computer and the
Oh, there you are.
Hangout on the phone.
So, I learned something new about Brady. I learned that
really?
he hates
What?
T2 Terminator 2 3D. The future is in your face.
I think
that is not a secret.
I think it was more surprised to learn that you like it. You're the minority here.
What? Why am I the
Yeah,
minority?
I agree.
Because no one. I mean, people like it, but not a lot of people.
Yeah. So if
No
you
one likes
are,
that ride, Chris.
shush, I'm reading. If you are new and you didn't know this, Terminator 2 3D will be running its last show on Sunday, October 8th. They said it's going to make way for a brand new Universal. Universal is the clue word here. Franchise that is a high energy 2019 debut coming to where Terminator 2 is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
why
this
am I
is
in,
where.
Whoops. Why am I in the wow, there we go. Why am I in the minority of liking this ride? I don't get it.
You're in the minority because
So this is where things get interesting.
yeah, most of the people that I've talked to ever that go to Universal. I mean, I don't know. Like some people hate it, but I think a lot of people just feel like they could do something a lot better.
I mean, that
You know?
I can get.
And
I can understand because every ride can be sort of replaced with something, a bit better.
No,
unless it's brand new.
ET.
Well,
it could be refurbed, like with new animatronics. But yeah,
They did that. Well, not new animatronics.
Well, not new animatronics, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm crazy to think T2 is like just the idea of what that show is, the way it uses 3D, the way it uses like the 3 screens, like the way it reveals it, the way it has live actors. Like it's a show ahead of its time.
There's a few cool things, and there's no denying that. They have a few things.
I mean, when you look at that and you look at like Shrek and you're like, wow, like one of these is way older, but it's still like,
man,
like the technology and the idea of it is far like advanced.
Yeah.
Even though Shrek is newer.
Shrek
can die.
Shrek
Shrek is life.
Surely Shrek's days are numbered. Like,
well, the rumors going around that it's heading out.
That's got to be the next thing in that park to go. Like,
but here's the thing that things get interesting. It's not gonna be The Walking Dead.
No, it's not, because it's not a Universal franchise. So yeah.
Well, you mean what's replacing T2 is not? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it can't be, and that is an issue.
So from the rumors that are flying around, everyone's taking their guess. So I'm hearing Jason Bourne. I'm hearing Pacific Rim.
I think would be really weird.
Maybe the Monsters.
It would be
universe.
So weird.
Yeah, Jason Bourne. I do not. I would not understand that.
I think them doing the Dark Universe would be quite the gamble, considering how bad Mummy flopped in the box office.
Bingo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a gamble.
Like they could do something interesting, and then some people were saying DreamWorks, and I just couldn't see that being a thing.
Well,
it says live action,
interesting,
but they do own it.
They did a DreamWorks, but that's the issue. Like you just said, it's live action.
I think when Shrek goes, it'll be replaced with DreamWorks something.
Yeah,
which makes me.
It says high energy. So
right, but the other thing is like high energy can have like multiple different meanings. Like you have like Jason Bourne, like you said, that's like action, but then you have like Pitch Perfect, which it's not action, but it's still like a quote unquote like high energy thing. Which, by the way, I'm not saying I want Pitch Perfect. Like that would be.
Well, we do have Pitch Perfect. It's in New York.
What? Oh.
They sing right next to the Purge, basically the Purge set.
Well, Dang.
Yeah, James Bond is not. Is James Bond a Universal? No, I don't think it is. Right? It's Fox. Oh, wait a minute.
that's
Oh,
uh it's
it was like. Wait a minute. Was it NGM?
isn't it? I think it's MGM, yeah.
We can find out.
Yes, we can.
I'm on the case.
While you do that, Connor, Brady, enter a new reality had a good question for you in the chat.
Oh, wait, let me go.
Says, hey, Brady, I have a question for you. I was just wondering, what is it like doing theme park and other vlogs as someone of your age?
Ah, that's actually a very nice question. I like that. So, dang, I like it. Nice. That's a different question. I've never gotten that before. I mean, it's something that I talk about a lot in the vlogs, like that it can be interesting, different, but not normally asked. So, the good things to it is I have way more memories than Connor will ever have just because
Wow,
of the age that I'm starting
you
them
really
at.
had to take that shot, didn't you?
Oh,
It wasn't a shot, it was just a statement.
It is.
damn.
But it's true. But hey, you are right though. You are right. It's a good thing.
Yeah, like Connor, because he started as like a 20-year-old, is not gonna have everything that he's looking for. But
Hmm.
because I started so much younger, I have another like 6, 7 years of memories that he could have had. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
So it's definitely cool that I was born into this age of technology and I'm able to do it from such a young age.
Hmm.
It can be weird
Yeah.
though, because there aren't a ton of younger teen vloggers that
Yeah.
do the parks and stuff.
So
So it
mostly,
can be weird to be one of the odd man out, but I mean,
yeah, mostly you
it
hang
has
out
its
with,
pros and cons.
I would say it's slightly older vloggers, but that I think that kind of matures, not only
Yeah,
matures your content, but it also, I don't know, improves it in ways, I would say.
I could understand that. Yeah, definitely.
Because
Yeah.
I think
And I
your
mean,
videos obviously have stepped up in quality and like you said earlier with the
yeah,
taking more of a cinematic approach to things.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That
but
makes
yeah,
sense.
it's different. I mean, like it's different being young like that, but it's a good thing sometimes. Like most of the time, it's a good thing because I can have the chance to make more memories and put them out there to have.
Yeah. I have like very limited like actual physical things I can look back on from when I was 14. So like,
Right.
yeah, definitely. You're gonna really thank yourself one day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And even me, like,
Good question.
I started mine up, I guess I was 19 because it's been like a little over a year, something like that. But even when I'm like 45 or something, I'll be thanking myself.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll be telling
There
your
you go.
kids, don't watch my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I'll be like, see how cool your dad was when he was a whippersnapper. Yeah. Are you just giggling at my whippersnapper
Yeah.
mention?
Of course.
It's a good word.
Yeah. So so you said James Bond is NGM, so that's not probably a property they're going to use.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
nope.
I could see Pacific Rim, but I don't
It
really
just
know if that universe is that
I don't
like
know if that's very
popular for them to do a whole
it
ride
just feels
on.
so it just feels so random, like Pacific Rim. It just feels
definitely.
like really random. I'm I'm
Hmm.
gonna I'm gonna go and look up their stuff, their film
Some
library
Universal
here.
Would it
properties.
be crazy if it was something themed to like Universal as a whole? Like all of the
That would be
properties, like
awesome.
Back to the Future, like all these
What if
other things they can
yeah,
fit in there. Sort of like Great Movie Ride, but obviously
Universal.
it wouldn't move. It would just be like a 3D or 4D
yeah.
Right.
experience.
Because remember, that's like a really tiny space. Like
Yeah.
there's not enough room there for like
Yeah,
a
they don't have a lot of room to change
And
it.
obviously
hmm
with it coming probably springtime or summer of 2019, it's probably going to be like a nice quick overlay, like obviously.
hmm
Definitely.
So looking at like their series right now, I will say, and it says a kind of different experience, right? 50 Shades.
No.
Is that Universal owned?
I believe it is.
I don't know how you
Connor, I
know
hate
that.
you.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking right now.
Hey, Connor, I
Yeah.
hate you.
No, you don't. But that'd be interesting if they did like a classic Universal Pictures attraction.
Sort of like the
That'd be really cool.
cinematic spectacular or whatever it's called. I don't even
I
know the
mean,
name of it.
well, I also love that idea because
I
like you
think
know
we
how
need an
many
overlay for
people.
that.
I mean, think about how many people are like, you know, I miss Back to the Future. I miss
Yeah.
Jaws. Like it'd be cool if they could do
Right.
some sort of classic
Yeah.
movie thing.
But
I
they
mean,
could
that'd be
easily,
amazing.
I think if they can keep the screens and they can easily maybe do some kind of like, but that would be another like Jimmy Fallon-ish ride. And
Right.
and we already know how like most people feel about Universal and screens and
hmm Well,
Oh
this is
yeah.
I agree though. Like
Billy.
I agree. Like Billy, but um no, I agree. Like about the screens to an extent. Like there is like a lot of screen based rides, but at the same time, like in that particular slot, like I mean, there's not a whole lot else you can do because it's such a tiny little plot.
Right.
Like they can't have like a whole dark ride there. It's just not possible. So I would
Yeah,
I
we don't
would
really have the room.
and it's kind of the same thing with Fallon. Like they couldn't have really put like a big dark ride there either. So
Hmm.
like
Yeah, exactly.
so yeah, I mean
And this kind of goes to what me and Connor have talked about numerous times on the pod, or well, on my podcast, about how Universal, it's kind of like they don't have room. Like stuff has to go. Like there's, like
yeah,
we kind of got
Yeah.
sad with Dragons going. I got sad with T2 going, but it's going to happen to pretty much most of the rides. Like Universal is not going to be the same
Right.
Universal in like 5 years. Like most of the stuff we love is going to go at some point.
I
Even the
know.
mummy, even the mummy, and you
Dude, I
know
know.
that.
I
You
know.
know it's
I'm
coming.
when the mummy goes, I'm probably actually gonna cry. That's like I
You're gonna go
literally
there on the last day and just be in tears.
I don't know if I'll be able to handle it on the last day. Like it's probably my favorite ride in all of Orlando, Disney included and Universal combined. It's like the top number one. And I was even hoping,
I would just like to say
yeah,
that Mr. Norgon Warrior said, "If it's 50 Shades of Grey, I am cutting up my pass."
yeah,
Just rip it to shreds,
yeah,
Billy.
rip it to shreds, Billy. But but yeah, like I was kind of hoping when this new Mummy came out, I was almost hoping that they were gonna like kind of retheme the Mummy because not because I don't like how it currently is, but I'm more like obsessed with like the launch and like the track layout than the actual scenery. I like the scenery, but I do know that if the new Mummy did really well and got great reviews and did well at the box office
Yeah, they would
and
have did an overlay.
they did an overlay, it's like that makes the Mummy safer for longer. So I would have been less worried. That
Right.
was the only reason, but I'm consistently worried about it.
It doesn't mean that
Honestly, it's
if the
not a
monster
relevant property.
universe
I
or
agree.
if the dark universe like takes off, maybe like 2 or 3 films later, they can easily do like maybe the ultimate like Van Helsing overlay on that ride or something.
Yeah, and that'd be really
Yeah.
cool. It's
But
just
I feel like they would. I don't know. I feel like for something like that, maybe I don't know. Would they take out the coaster and do something different, or you
I
just
mean
feel
they
like
could like I'm telling you this, if they commit the crime of making that thing Secret Life of Pets, it will not be the same track layout as that. Like, how could they really do that with Secret Life of Pets? It'd probably be like a I don't really even know what it would be. I just
And if you don't know, Connor loves that movie. He's
no
that's the
Loves.
only
no.
property he would take to change out Mummy
Of
for.
course.
I
Yes.
I don't know like how controversial this is, but I like despise Illumination in all their movies. Like
That's a lie. You
saying
watch the parade every time, and you cheer for Secret Life of Pets when it comes.
No,
Yeah.
last time I was there, I watched the parade. Dude, I watched the parade last time because I was alone in the park waiting for you guys to show up. I had nothing to do, but I didn't have enough time to ride something else, so I just stood there and watched the parade.
Sure. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole Fallon thing. If something were to happen, I'm pretty sure Universal has a backup plan. Saturday Night Live, cough cough. I'm
True.
pretty sure they can easily overlay that to Saturday Night Live. One, it's also in New York. Two, Comcast owns it's NBC, so easy.
Which would be kind of a shame because I like Jimmy Fallon as an entertainer.
Yeah.
I think like his dynamic in the ride is pretty good.
100%.
Your pets are mine. I've never seen the movie. So.
Don't see the movie. Like, I'm not okay.
Come on, it's Kevin Hart as a what is he, a bunny?
And you know what? I love Kevin Hart. When he was here, like in 2015, I saw him at Amway.
What? You went and saw Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
I learned something new about Connor today.
Yeah, I've seen Kevin Hart, and I love Kevin Hart, but dang, like, it wasn't so much like him in the movie. It was just like
it's just a movie itself.
It's just that Illumination makes crap movies.
So you don't like what's the other one? The singing one?
Don't even get me started on Sing. Don't like okay. I'll just say this briefly. Like, you go to their Wikipedia page, look at their budgets, look at their gross.
Oh yeah, they
don't care about how good the movies are. They just pander to the widest general audience to get viewers, and they make crap movies. It's not like Pixar where
This is definitely another day in an episode, bro. I don't want this.
We need to do.
I already heard. No, I already heard the 40-minute rant in person.
We need like a full Illumination video at some point. I just can't.
Oh, you're gonna do like one of those everything that's wrong with Illumination movies or something.
Yeah, that'd be like a 5-hour video. You know what their upcoming movies are? Secret Life of Pets 2, Minions 2, Sing 2. If that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what does. Let's move on.
Hey.
Well, I mean, they're taking the Disney route, the old Disney route. So.
Yeah, except their movies aren't good. Like, look at the movies Disney's put out lately. They've been good.
That's true. I mean, they've been on the.
Look at Zootopia. Like, look at
Moana.
Zootopia. But yeah, like, and all the recent Pixar movies have been decent. Frozen, Moana, Wreck-It Ralph.
That's true. Yeah.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, but they've had Minions and Minions 2 and Minions 3 and then.
Look at what was just said in the chat. Illumination became gods over gibberish talking yellow beans. Yeah, seriously. They just run around and they're like banana. Like, that's like the most generic thing I could ever think of. It's just like, let's just make them like bananas.
Just mention Secret Life of Pets and Connor gets triggered.
Yeah, I'm
triggered.
Dude, I'm triggered AF right now. We need to change the subject.
All right. Finally, the subject you all have probably tuned in for. There we go. Halloween Horror Nights, man. We can talk about that.
Yes, let's do it.
There we go.
And let's answer, before we get into this year, let's answer the question that was asked. It was, if you can only do 9 houses in HHN, what would you choose?
Every year, which ones would
I can't answer that because this is going to be my first year, so I can't really answer that.
So are you?
I don't understand.
I'm confused.
There's 9 houses this year.
Are you trying to say like 9 houses from the entire history of Halloween Horror Nights?
Yeah, I think he's saying all time.
Repeat them every year.
I guess he's saying like all time.
That's hard, man.
So, like, if you had to choose out of the entire lineup ever, 9 houses permanently.
Come on, bro.
Whoa.
I can give you. I can give you some off the top of my head. I can't do like straight 9.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I can do the full.
I can say like a couple that I remember hearing about from back then that I would like to.
All right. We'll each name a few, and then there we go.
Okay.
My first one. Drum roll.
Right.
There we go. It is Jack Presents 25 Years of Monsters and Mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
Kaboom.
So I didn't get to see this one, but honestly, I would put it on there blindly just because I know everyone loved it.
Who's next?
I'll say one. I'll say one. I know one. I don't know. Okay, you have to bear with me here because like
if you say Lunatics Playground 3D,
no, dude,
I am going to hop through the internet and smack you.
I'm gonna literally just like die.
Listen, first off, I'd never want another 3D house ever. I don't ever want to go in a 3D house. Secondly, that was just awful. Like I've seen walkthroughs and stuff, it doesn't look good. And thirdly, what I was gonna say would be like Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Because I am a fan. You guys know I don't watch a ton of horror, but I am a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street, and I always liked Freddy as a kid. I'll have to show you guys the picture eventually, but I went as Freddy for Halloween. I still have the mask.
What a guy.
So, but yeah, I'd have to say a Freddy vs. Jason.
So for my pick, this should come to no surprise to literally anyone.
I know exactly what it's going to be.
A single video. I'd like to say
I think I know what it is.
That we deserve a permanent Krampus house.
Oh, I knew you were going with that. Oh man.
You know what's funny is the second one I was going to say after Freddy and Jason would be Krampus probably.
You hurt me, Brady. You hurt me.
What? Why?
Because that house, man. Oh,
Chris, you need to be careful, bro. If you say anything bad about anything slightly Christmas related, I will fight you.
I think I've explained that the house, and maybe this makes sense. Oh, is that April? Hello, April. Welcome, April. Krampus started out great. But I think like by the end of the season, it was a poor like not the house itself, but just it was missing a lot of actors. It was missing a lot of scares. It was just like rubbish by the end. Like I walked out and I was like, wow, that was a bad run. I don't think I really want to go back in there again.
I care to disagree.
Well, you're mean, so.
No, I'm not mean, but I can understand. I know when a house is going all the way through, when a house kind of just takes a dip off.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know about you, Connor. You've never been to the event, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that like happens.
Yeah, it's like a football team or something when you like they're on a streak and you're like, man, this team's gonna go to the Super Bowl, and then like they start losing games, and you're like,
yeah, that sounds like a certain soccer team in purple that I also get triggered by.
All right, should I name a second one?
If I'm not allowed to take Krampus, then I would probably take.
You can.
Tomb of the
It's
Ancients,
your choice.
maybe.
Oh, Tomb of the Ancients.
All right.
Oh, so my second one. There's so many to choose from, man. Like, this is such a hard question. It's like someone saying, like, well, what's your favorite house of all time? And it's like, I can't choose one because it changes from year to year.
What do you mean, Chris? You're supposed to have that answer.
No. Dust to Dawn was bad. Yeah, except for like I kind of enjoyed the strippers and sort of the.
Oh my god.
This
guy,
the snake on her arm and the silhouette that was naked, but then they had to like cover it up. It was hilarious.
All right, Chris, let's just stop there. Your second house?
My second one, Insidious. Yes, Insidious. I loved Insidious.
Ooh.
Oh God, I love that house. It was Billy.
What do you say? Hold on.
Billy.
Gosh.
Yeah, Insidious. It had like quotes and lines that I would always like find myself saying, and Tiny Tim. You can't go wrong with Tiptoe.
Tiptoe.
You come around that scene and you hear that song and you see the red-faced demon. Oh man, that was a great house.
Oh dude, that guy is terrifying.
Yikes. Yeesh.
Connor?
Well, since like I said, I've never been to the event, I'm kind of struggling to think. But I think like I mean, I don't even know if it was good. Seriously, like I like don't bash me or anything, but I think like Chucky is cool. You know, like the I don't know if where the house is good, the Chucky house. Like I don't know, but
From what I remember, it was straight. It was decent
but I
tent house.
see. I tend to gravitate like if we're talking about like houses I'd like to go in like consistently, and you can even see it like on my current rankings. Like
Hmm.
are the ones that are kind of based off like those really iconic character like movies. Like I think like Shining and Saw are probably like the ones I'm most excited for because those are like such iconic things. So I would throw Chucky in there too.
Chucky. So you're a
Hmm.
Chucky fan.
Yeah, I enjoy Child's Play. It was a solid flick. Although I mean,
Brady.
yeah, like the first one anyway, but I haven't seen all of them.
Brady, are you there? Brady?
I am here.
Oh, you're up
Brady.
I am
next.
indeed. Okay, so it's pretty hard because I've only been 1 year.
Uh-huh.
So that's like a thing that's hard because literally my 9 houses would just be last year's, except there would be no return of chance.
Dang.
How many times did you guys do
Um,
the Chance House?
Um,
once.
Once, yeah.
what I did it a
That
handful of
that was fine.
times, but
That
it
was
might have been like less than 5 times. I mean, there were literally times that I walked up and I was like, oh, it's like less than 20 minutes. I'm good.
Well, there's a reason. I
Well,
feel like I feel like
yeah.
just like the colors in the house and the strobe lights mixed with 3D would just give me a headache.
I feel like it's not
Dude,
going
it
to
was
be
the
that way
worst.
this,
I
this
literally
year.
the one time that I did it, I came out with a really bad headache, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But for my second house though, I'm gonna pick. This is hard. This is really hard. Uh,
I know. Come on, man. Think of last year. I guess is the only
I know. I'm
year
thinking.
you can think of. So,
I know. I'm just trying to think what my second pick
what
would be.
house
But I
did
mean,
you
I guess this
have
isn't.
like fun
I
in?
guess this isn't in any order.
No, I'm just kind of spitballing.
I mean, this isn't really. I think.
No, yeah.
I think
There's
my
no order.
two. Yeah, no. I think the two that were my most favorite and like the most fun to do, and I remember doing them a ton and knowing where everything was probably Krampus and Tomb of the Ancients. So I kind of said that at the last one.
It wouldn't be Walking Dead because you pretty much didn't see anything in that
Like,
house, did you?
yeah, I got there eventually. That would actually be my third choice, though, if we're being honest, is Walking Dead because
It,
that house was awesome.
it's the way you were in that house is the way Connor's gonna be for
Yeah, I'm
this
gonna need
Oh
to.
year.
yeah, dude.
You guys want to know another thing that I just thought of the other day
Dude,
randomly?
Connor's gonna need to have the conga line with a sandwich of Chris, then Connor, and then Gary in the back.
Like at
What?
during, I'm gonna definitely need to get it. I think I'm trying to like picture myself there. Like I think I'll get used to the scare zones eventually, but the houses are gonna be a problem.
Oh
Oh
Like
yeah, the
yeah.
scare zones are
Oh
fine.
yeah.
Like literally after one walk
and
around, I was good, and I thought those were the funnest thing ever.
and like and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not trying to
true. You got to
be
wear shades when you go in,
I'm not trying
which
to be like yeah, I might do that actually, but I'm not trying to be like that guy, but I think I've told you both like heart palpitations somewhat
Oh
concerning
yeah,
me.
bro.
you
Somewhat
didn't tell
concerning
me
me.
that.
Oh, I didn't tell
Yeah,
you
Connor
that?
might have a heart attack.
That's
Well,
not good.
probably not. I just might have to like
Probably
sit
not.
down for a bit afterwards if my heart starts like pounding
He's gonna be like,
really bad.
I won't say
But
like it's terrifying, like shallow grave or hollow scream level, but
mhm.
I
it's
well,
mean
going to be
you've
for
never
Connor.
been, so it's.
well, let
Have
me
you
also
ever
say
been
this.
to a haunted experience or
L-
anything?
let me
Yeah,
say
dude,
this.
my first night was nuts.
Let me say this, all right? Like not only are these like my first HHN houses, they're my first haunted houses ever.
Oh, jeez.
So I think
Oh
I'm
snap!
gonna have to
Oh,
like work my way up through them.
I think I might have to make a separate vlog, just a vlog entitled like Connor's first time at
Connor's
Halloween
first
Horror
time.
Nights. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be like straight documentary. We're gonna have you sitting down in like a green screen room and doing like
Maybe
the.
you can even get that clickbait, dude. You can title it "Our First Time."
Well,
Friend has
I don't
heart
I don't
attack
know
at
if I want to just title it Our First Time. That would not be-
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think here's what I think could happen. Like, as long as it's mostly like when I'm dehydrated. So as long as I am like perfectly hydrated going in, and I get like a little, I'm gonna need to like chill out for a little bit after a house.
Tim.
Yeah, dude, the zones are where
Let
it's at.
let like let it go back to normal. Otherwise, I'll
See,
just like pass out.
he could do that, but he's going to be rolling with everybody. And the way we usually go about is we hit the house like directly first, like head on. Like
Yeah,
he might
well,
see some of the characters in the
Oh
street,
yeah.
but I mean, nothing prepares you for the first night of Horror Nights as far as like going into the
right.
house for the first time.
Well,
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not.
When I got there last year on the first night, I just walked in. I did the zones one walk around the park, doing the zones each one time, and
Yeah,
then I got
Brady
the
took the
crew ready, and
easier
I'm like,
way
"All
out.
right, let's go. We're doing my first house," and we did Krampus, and it was lit.
So you can't do
I
that
think
this year.
I have to
Oh yeah, no, this year I'm jumping right in.
like Gamer said, like I have to like work my way through the houses. So like,
Definitely, we'll
But
probably have to start with Ash versus Evil Dead.
we won't know
well,
what the easier house is until
because
a team member preview, and then I can get some reviews out.
okay, because like, well, there's that, and I don't think I'm gonna go on like the very first night, like the Friday. I'll probably go Saturday or Sunday,
Hmm.
just so
So
people
we'll
can kind of
already
tell me.
know. Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking, um, like Quincy just said, like Shining could be a potential icebreaker.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
American
true.
Horror Story is probably going to be terrifying, and
Yeah, I'm not looking
that's
forward to that.
Yeah,
probably like the
don't
first
do that.
house
Yeah.
everybody's going to do. Because if we
Yeah,
do
Oh, I'm
like
hyped.
certain stay-in screams, it's probably going to go. I mean, either way, you're going to lose on that side because you have the Fallen, you have Dead
Dude,
Waters,
I am
you have
so
the
hyped for the
Shining.
Fallen.
but you know,
Like, oh
the one
god,
that the one that I'm like least looking forward to going into is the Blumhouse. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna ever like muster up to go into that. Like,
like
because
Oh,
those
mustard
dude,
move
up
you
as
gotta
far
do
as
it. You gotta do it.
like
those movies
scare
give
or
me like
terrible.
no like scare.
Oh yeah,
What
Sinister
are the
is nightmare.
Sinister and what's
And
the other
it's
one?
Still not
Sinister and
watched
what?
Sinister yet.
holy crap, man.
Sinister, Purge, and what?
Insidious.
Insidious. Okay.
Yeah, Insidious.
So
If it was
I
if it
call that
was
house like the gauntlet.
if it was Conjuring, I would not go in.
Oh god.
You want to know it? Oh man, I just thought of another story. Um, when I was in ninth grade, this girl I was with, we were on Netflix, and she tried to put Insidious on. I had a panic attack, and we had to turn it off.
Oh my god.
Seriously, it's gonna be bad. So I'm gonna have to really work up to that one. I think that's gonna be like last. Like,
Saw should not be bad at all. Saw should just be graphic, like somebody
yeah, I
like
can
Matt
do
said.
that. I can do that. And I
Saw's not gonna
like,
be very jump scary. That movie
and
doesn't even have that many scares. It's more of a
yeah,
psychological thing. It's gonna be
and
gory.
I like psychological movies, and I like the Saw franchise, so I'm down for
Me
Saw
too.
for sure,
Oh,
for
dude,
sure.
The Saw movie is literally my favorite horror movie. It's just the
Yeah.
best. The first time I watched it, it blew my mind.
Oh,
So
Billy
since
says I
we're
need to see it.
oh,
I loved like the original
I want to
It.
see it.
I love the original It a
you'll
lot.
float too.
Yeah.
I float too.
Tell me, have you heard the remix on that? The trap remix? I can't get the
No.
No.
name out of my head. It's like a remix, but it just says like you'll float too. You'll float
You'll
too.
float too.
No, but it's like a hip hop like trap beat to it, and it's so like it's done so well, and I can't get it out of my head. Anyway, since we were talking about the houses, and I know I did with Awkward Arsic over in Hollywood, we did a collaboration on our basically our top hype list for the houses, and
Oh
Brady
yeah.
just put his out just like what, like an hour
A
ago,
shameless.
'That's what
2 hours
I'm
ago.
watching. As soon as this stream's over, I'm jumping straight
Yeah,
over
as
there.
soon as this stream is over, go check out
Shameless
Brady's
plug.
most anticipated houses. I guess you wouldn't want to like spoil it, right?
No.
Uh,
A little
I
bit.
mean, it's out there now. We can talk about that. I mean, I
Yeah,
kind of want to. I kind of want to
and
discuss it.
we can talk about mine because I'm not making a video.
All right.
Yeah,
So
dude.
we can
So
do.
I have a ranking.
All right. I have my ranking right here
Do you want
as
to?
well.
Do we want to rank the scare zones too?
Yeah, we can do it.
Sure, why not?
I haven't made a ranking on it, so
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wait, you
fine with
haven't?
talking about all this because now my video is out and out there.
Yeah.
All right, we can do it then. We can do it. So, what should
Oh
we start with?
yeah.
Houses, scare zones. What should we start with?
What should the chat?
Start with
What does the chat want?
Yeah, let's ask the chat.
What do you guys
Houses or scare
want? Do you
zones?
want zones or houses first? Did you guys read about Shining? Nope, I have not read that yet. I did hear about our maze of The Shining. I'm not going to reveal what I heard, but let's just say I heard some great things.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, zones. Everyone wants zones. All
Okay,
right.
let's
Zones
do
first,
it.
zones
Well, yeah,
first.
they want the best for last. You know, they want the they leave the
Fair.
houses
Which
last.
is your favorite HHN family house? You mean like a house just like easy going for the family?
Krampus.
I don't know if you mean for this year or just in general, because there's a few comedy houses you can pick. Krampus, yeah, sure, I'll say that one. We had HR Blood and Guts was kind of a fun one. Giggles and Gore was kind of a fun one. I guess you can choose Run. I mean the Blood, Sweat, and Fears, because that wasn't really scary, except for the one room. All right, so everyone said zone. So we're going to start with number 5. All right, number
Number 5.
Let's
5.
start with Connor.
Yeah,
We'll start with Connor. All right.
I'm not going first on this one because
Yeah, let's do
I'm
Connor,
ready.
Brady,
I'm
Chris.
ready to receive the hate.
All right. My number 5
Connor, Brady,
is
Chris.
The Purge, simply because I think it's a really crappy movie,
Ooh.
and I'm just not that interested in it.
Dang.
Ouch.
I
snap.
mean, hey, I'm
That
not alone though. Look
hurt.
at the reviews, bro. Look at the reviews. I'm not alone. It's
I
a
don't know
really
what
cool.
I don't know what
It's a
you're talking
cool.
about, man. Everybody loves the Purge at Halloween Horror Nights.
It's a cool idea, but it's just the movie. And plus, to be fair, like 3 of the 5, I'm like really pretty interested in. So it'd be 4 at the highest anyway.
That's true, but this the only thing I'll say about this Purge is we've had it before, but it's kind of the return of it, and also the fact that they're blending so many of the like movies like into one scare zone, as far as them having like the show that they had the first time around. Then you have like the wood chipper, you have that thing that's based in Sting Alley, which is sort of another kind of mini show. We're gonna have different characters from all 3 of the movies, like the ones with the light up mask. So I don't know. That kind of makes me.
Well, let me
little
say
more
this. Like,
hyped for it.
I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be a bad scare zone. Like, there's really no way to tell. It's just
it's just
based on like, I guess what we have. That's just the one I'm least excited for because the property is not my favorite. That's really the only reason. Like, I'm sure they could do something good with it, and it'll be interesting to see like what the rankings are at the end of the year.
And
Probably totally different.
Right.
Brady.
Fair point. All right. Let me pull up my list here. My number 5 is Festival of the Deadliest.
Ooh,
all right.
Ouch.
Putting it too high yet, just because I'm not really sure what to expect with this one. It doesn't really have my hopes up. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I thought Vamp 55 was going to be so dumb, and that ended up being an awesome zone. So, we'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Yep.
My number 5 is I believe I made this list before the props got up. I think I did. I want to swear I did. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch 5. Yeah, I'm gonna switch 4 and 5.
All right.
So
don't say it, Chris. Don't say it. I know where this is going.
Hey, I switched them.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna be sad.
Number 5 is Altars of Horror.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna have to fight you on this.
He already knows what's coming next. So.
I know what's coming next, and I'm gonna have to fight you on both of these.
So you don't agree about Altars of Horror being number 5?
Oh no, dude! I think Altars of Horror is gonna be so good that they're gonna have like characters from each of the houses this year in one zone. I think that is genius.
It's a nice little tease.
Part of me thinks it can be kind of cool that you're seeing characters that you see in the house, but part of me also feels like this could have been like a brand new concept of, or something original, rather than just
I
taking
mean,
like
sure, yeah.
it's like they got like extra like characters and extra masks backstage, and are like, well, we can kind of take the cheaper route and just use these same characters in the street. And since
Yeah,
we
I
don't
guess
I
really,
can see
it
that
does.
aspect
and
It
too.
does
also
kind of feel like a little bit of a cop out.
the zone itself, from what we've seen, and I know there's probably a few more props and stuff to be added, but that area is notoriously known to be just a bad scare zone usually, or it's a scare zone. And
Usually, yeah.
I was thinking about all the other like scare zones that have come to that area. There, it's not the scare zones that are usually the problem, like the ideas. It's just that area is not really good for whatever concept they bring to it. It's like
Mm.
the masquerade zone. That was a great idea, but that zone just felt so like empty. The twisted like fairy tales one, I forget the name of it. That one was good, but it just didn't, like, I don't know, it didn't translate too well because of that area is just too, I don't
Right.
know, it's too tight. It's too just, they can't put really anything interesting. And we saw it last year with Chance. Like it just didn't work out too well. So that's why I'm thinking it's number 5 for me. Like it's cool to see the characters, but I feel like that zone is just going to be oh, bye
Right.
Billy. Stay safe, buddy. I feel like it's just going to be photographers and people wanting pictures with everybody, and it's not going to be very scary.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, good points. Good points.
Number
So
4, Connor.
Mine is Festival of the Deadliest for the same reason Brady said. I am pretty unclear as to like what it is, so I don't really know where else to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and plus like the other three, which I mean now you know which three they are.
Yeah,
I'm
but we
like,
don't know where though.
yeah, I'm just like intrigued by the other three, and it's kind of like hard
Mhm.
to be intrigued by something that like I really don't know anything about. So
Mhm.
yeah, same logic there.
Brady.
Yeah. All right. So this leaves me with my number 4, and my number 4 is The Purge.
All right, all right.
Really, it's just a matter of the other 3 being dope, and I just had to put it here. Like that's just how it laid out. It's not that I hate it. It's not that I love it. It's just the other 3 are gonna be awesome.
So we agree on the top three. We just don't know the order.
Definitely.
Gotcha. Here comes this guy to come in and
Here
shake things
comes
up.
Chris with Invasion at number 4. Am I right or am I wrong, Chris?
You are correct.
Yeah, I know it. I hate you. And
You
you
are
switched it. That means it was number
you're mean.
5, which means you're about to die. So, on that note, I'll be gone for a minute.
All right. Are you coming here to kill me? I don't get it.
I'll be there shortly.
I'm sending aliens at you, man. You're gonna get abducted.
I I don't know. Like the zone looks great. Like I don't hate the props. I don't hate the idea of it. I just feel that that zone area, it's a little short of a zone. And I feel like with like the way the crowds were last year with the um why am I blinking out on the name? The What's the name of the zone? The ship
Um.
Dead Man's Wharf.
Oh.
Like I said, the zone looks good. Well, I have to wait and see how it's going to like be with the actors and stuff. It's just it's so short. It feels like you walk through and you're like, wow, I'm out of that zone already. Like you would have to like linger around. And I feel like there's not too much space to linger around. Like in the other zones, like Purge is so big, you kind of get engrossed in it. Hollywood is big. But this zone, it feels sort of like, I don't know, it just feels like kind of an afterthought, at least the location wise. I wish it was on Hollywood so they could have expanded it a bit more, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be
Yeah,
like Van 55 and it'll be like the one zone where I'm like, wow, I was so wrong on that. And I'm glad I kind of like put it at number 4, but it became my number 1. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
I had to come in here and yell at you,
Oh
Chris.
God.
Oh no,
Oh
here's Tim.
no.
Tim's in the house.
Oh
Oh man.
no.
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no.
I'm not coming to yell. I really thought you were going to say something else for what your 5 was, and I'm glad you didn't say my number 1 zone. So we're
Oh,
good.
interesting.
Hi. Hey, Tim.
Everybody, that's Tim.
Hi. Hi. All right, I'm giving it back to Brady.
All right.
What's the pig called, Connor?
What?
What's
Peppa?
that? Yeah, Peppa. Connor told me to say that.
Hello, everybody.
All right,
Brady.
Connor, what's your number 3?
So my number 3
Every single
is
figurine on my desk right now because he's too big to get out of the chair without knocking my stuff because I keep my chair close to my desk where it's like 1 inch of space.
I didn't understand that. Are you talking about Pepe the pig?
Did you just say
Oh, I'm
Pepe
talking
the
about
pig?
Peppa the pig.
Did
Of
you
course.
just say? Did you just say Pepe the
Chris
pig?
just called him Pepe.
Pepe the pig.
That is the Spanish version.
Hey, Mr. Real Gamer says hello, Tim.
I'm gonna cry.
Yow.
Pepe.
Bye, Mr.
Oh my gosh.
Let's all
Gotta
agree on
breathe.
number 1. Okay, we can try.
So number 3.
Number
My favorite
3.
pig.
Number 3 is Altars of Horror. As we touched on before, it's it should be pretty cool seeing all those characters. I do agree with you in that like it's probably gonna be like hashtag selfie kingdom, but like
Hashtag selfie.
but at the end of the day, like the characters will be cool, and that's kind of what matters when it's all said and done. So yeah, I gotta go with Altars of Horror.
Brady.
Dope. Is Invasion.
Oh, I thought this would have been
Ooh.
higher though.
It is not.
Huh.
But my number 3 is Invasion. This zone, woo, it's gonna be dope. Like, so dope. There's gonna be aliens everywhere. The props look so cool. They've really outdone it with the props.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. The UFO is freaking sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see it kind of at night with
Oh,
the
somebody is booing me on. What?
lighting and the
Crazy.
fog. Number 3 for me
I don't agree
is
with that.
The Purge, which
The
I've already kind of
Purge.
explained that earlier about all the usage.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 3 movies now. There's so much stuff they can use. So I think they're going to really
Right.
expand on it.
Right.
Connor,
Right, that's
number 2.
my number 2. And let me just say this: like my 1 and 2 are like, I mean, everyone knows like what they are, but I'll say they're like neck and neck. Like they might like change back and forth like before I even get there next weekend. But for now, number 2 is Trick or Treat. Gosh, this zone looks cool. Oh, it looks cool. Like just like walking around in the props, like I just love it. Like it's not like they made it to be like overly scary. Like they stayed true to like what you would actually see, like Halloween decorations. They didn't go over the top with it. Now, obviously, the actors are going to be scary, but like the zone itself, what I'm saying is, it like reminds me of like trick or treating, you know, and it's really cool. The Sam figures are really cool. The pumpkins in the trees are really cool, and yeah, I'm about it. I I really really think it looks cool. I almost wish they would just leave all of that up all year. It just looks cool. So
Brady.
Here I am with my number 2, and it is Altars of Horror.
Wow. That's
This
shocking, man.
zone looks so sick. Like I said, I'm hyped. Just all the characters running around. Gonna be so cool. I just think it's gonna be really cool to have all of the main area. I think it's gonna be really cool. I mean, yeah, the pictures might get in the way, but at this point, what pictures don't get in the way in any of the zones? You know what I mean? So I'm just ready to soak it in.
Soak it up. Oh
Yeah, boy. Pepe the pig. Yo, if like any of the people in this live stream like happen to see us walking around, walk up to us and be like, Pepe the pig, so we know that you were here.
Pepe the
Yeah.
pig.
That's the key word.
Yep, Pepe the
That's the
pig.
code.
Pepe.
Then we know you're a real one.
Hmm.
We
Oh,
know
man.
you're a real one.
You the realist.
You the
Yeah,
realist.
boy.
Mr. Chris,
Yes.
number 2.
Yo, who's ready for that shameless plug? Am I right?
Uh-oh.
Shameless plug? What are you talking about?
Hold on, everybody.
So number 2 for me is Festival of the Deadliest. And the reason why is because usually Hollywood is it's a big enough area, and I feel like what they shown off with these stages that they're going to bring out there, stages look really like cool, especially if they're going to have like some neat look to them, and maybe the lights and stuff. I think it's going to be a great
Right.
zone, also because it's sort of what our icon, or sort of the icon or the theme of this whole event is sort of based on Festival of the Deadliest. So
Yeah.
it's the number 2 for me. That's why I'm so looking forward to
All right.
seeing what the characters
Okay.
look like.
I dig it. I dig it.
All right. So does this mean my number 1?
It means you're number 1.
Dun dun dun. Invasion.
Done.
I mean, aliens, bro.
That's
Aliens.
Aliens,
Aliens,
bro.
though.
That would be their
Al-
T-shirt.
I
Aliens,
understand.
Aliens, bro.
Aliens.
I just think
understand, man.
I think they have some potential to make it like slightly campy, you know? It'd be cool to have like army men like, oh my gosh, there's aliens, blah blah blah, you know?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, does it leave it to me?
Yes.
My number 1 is Trick or Treat.
Trick
Boom.
or treat.
Gonna be awesome.
Trick or treat.
I don't really need an explanation. Like that's just how
Yeah.
it's gonna go.
You just that's just how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna be.
All right.
Yeah.
And my number 1 is kids. Can you guess
Invasion.
where that is from? Obviously, my number 1 is Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
I mean, just from the trailer, you can see that they really dressed Central Park
Oh,
to
yeah.
look exactly like the town.
It looks so cool.
I mean, the only thing I'm kind of worried about, and the only part of the movie, like I said, I didn't care for, was these the women. I won't reveal what happens, but
Right.
I don't really.
That was
I didn't
weird.
really
I don't
care about that
understand
part.
why they even fit in. Like it does. They don't
Yeah.
even fit in.
But this little guy, Sam.
Sam.
Sam. I really don't think they're going to have Sam in the zone, obviously, since we have the Sam statues.
That makes me extremely sad.
Yeah. But there is some things that have popped up. Brady knows since you've seen the movie. Certain things that are on doorsteps and stuff that they kind of added recently, which would be kind of cool and gross to see.
Yeah,
Wow,
definitely.
right there. Like that's the shot. That's what Central Park is going to look like.
That is dude. That is it.
Yep. So yeah, it's number 1. It's going to be like Halloween wrapped up and served to you on a platter. The only thing I want to say is I hope the zone has some kind of candy smell or something, like a candy corn or something. That would be so. And also, if they can do like an orange fog, that would be kind of really crazy to see. Yeah.
I think it would be cool if they had buckets of candy on the doorsteps.
Oh,
I like where you're going with that.
Yes.
Not like trick or treating. Like they'll give it to you. More like a you gotta get it. But they actually have candy. That would be. We're asking for too much now, but that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I know. So should we just move straight on to houses?
Happy Death Day. Yeah, we can move straight on to houses.
All right.
Sam Squad. Yeah, I like that. Sam Squad.
I think I'm gonna get a lot of crap for my house list.
I think I'm
Probably.
gonna get a lot of crap for my house list.
I think I'm going to
That's-
get
my
little
number
crap
8.
for my house list.
My number 7 is gonna make people very triggered.
My number 8 is gonna literally make everyone want to unsubscribe to me.
Oh no. So I'll just go on ahead then. My number 9 is Blumhouse, like partially for the reasons stated before, and partially because
Ooh.
partially because The Purge again, I don't like the movie, and the other two like I haven't seen, and
So it's Blumhouse.
yeah, so like I don't know if I even will, but yeah, I gotta go with Blumhouse at 9.
Oh,
I just have no
Wow.
I have no excitement to go in that thing.
Dang,
I'm
dude.
gonna have to do it.
Dang.
no, it's all right. He has no excitement, but then when he gets out of the house, he's either going to be crying or he's going to be like, "Dude, that house, man."
I'll probably low key need to like lay down for like 10 minutes after that experience. But no,
Oh man.
as I said before,
Let's just make that the first house you go into, dude.
no. Let's also keep in mind that as I said before, like these whole ratings could totally change like
Well, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
After,
They're just
so-
your pre-hype.
just pre
house.
yeah.
Connor.
Yep.
Of course.
I mean, Brady. Breakfast.
That's me. Breakfast. So my number 9 is Ash versus Evil Dead.
All right, all right.
All right.
That's
Hmm.
that's pretty much it. I haven't watched it.
I mean, that's a
Nice. All right,
legitimate
Chris,
reason.
on to you.
That's
Yeah.
a legitimate reason. Hello, Dashika. She wants me to say hi. Hello. Hello, Parker. Welcome.
Man, people are already mad at us.
They're already? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're already
Yep.
Open ceremony? They had one last year, but it was not
It was rare.
anything special. We don't really have an icon this year, so I'm gonna guess it might be the Purge again,
or it could be
I
the
think it could
Altars
be
of
the
Horror
Purge.
characters.
It could be the Altars of Horror
But
because that would be a
I feel like-
mashup. Yeah, I
I
have
feel
to
like the
think-
Purge would be something like you can have the Siren, you can have the Purge
Yeah, I
characters at the
guess.
front,
It's-
and then they go to the back because they did that before when they had the Purge. So,
Right, that's true.
or it could be like you said, altars. It could be like a mixture though, like Festival of the Deadliest mixed with or you know
Right.
what it could be? It could be the clown. Yeah, it could be the clowns, the Chainsaw Clown Gang.
Right, yeah.
Anyway,
Man, that would be great.
number 9 for me, and I'm probably gonna get some hate on
Uh-oh.
this,
All right. all right.
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it, not the way they named it. The Hive.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll just give a quick one. It's ball-headed vampires, and it could be scary because it's claustrophobic. It's in a tent, but when I was talking to Awkward Arsic on our hype list plug,
Right.
I was saying that I believe with all of them kind of being ball-headed, they're just going to blend in, so it's not going to be any variety. It's just going to be like, oh, okay, that
Okay.
vampire looks just like this
I
one.
can understand that.
So that's why it's number 9 for me.
Dang.
Ding
Connor,
dang.
number 8.
My number 8 is American Horror Story, just for the fact that I have not seen one.
Whoa.
Haven't seen one
Whoa.
episode.
Whoa,
I have not.
whoa,
I haven't
whoa,
seen.
whoa.
Okay, well, okay, that's a fair
I
point.
haven't
That's a
seen
fair
one
point.
episode, so like the
Connor, what
the announcement didn't really grab my attention. I was just like, well, and I was
Okay,
just
okay,
so
I'll
like
give you that.
I was like so underwhelmingly not hyped for it because it was just such like a fact that it was coming. So I was just kind of like, well,
Right.
I'm like, well, that's happening. I didn't really feel much towards it. So
Okay.
Maybe I'll watch the show before
Well,
I head out there.
I am ready for the hate that I am about to embark on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm honor for American Horror Story. I don't know what they're gonna think.
He didn't go to the
exists.
event last year. This is his first time going to the event.
Yeah. I've never been like a horror fan at all. Like that's why I haven't seen like so many things.
Man,
So
I am not okay with what I'm about to say. My number 8 is Dead Waters.
What?
ooh.
Brady,
Yeah.
I'm driving. Well, never mind. The storm's coming. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Dude, I yeah. I don't know. I think this might be a little overplayed, the whole voodoo theme. Like it's one of those things that I feel like everybody is so hyped and spooked about, but I just don't know. Like I'm not sure I agree. Like I think that there are other originals this year that are much better.
Okay.
The only thing that I do have hope for this is that it's in a soundstage, so most of the originals normally get crap. I mean, well, never mind. That's a completely inaccurate statement. Disregard that. But it's in
Bingo.
a big soundstage. Like Walking Dead was where Dead Waters is going to be last year. So that's where it has some potential in my book is they have a lot of space to work with. Like Walking Dead was huge.
Tim.
Oh, it looks like Dad's not taking me to HHN. Okay, cool. Nice.
He's gonna try to hitchhike or Uber.
All right, I'm gonna catch an Uber. I'll see you guys later.
Uh,
Chris, on to your
well,
number 8.
We'll see you, Brady.
We'll see you, Brady.
Oh, snap.
Number 8 for me is gonna catch some flack as well. Is
Oh, boy.
Ash versus
I'm ready.
Evil Dead.
All right. All right.
Not that
I'm okay with that though.
not that I'm like most people who just watched the show and they didn't have a basically the back history of what Evil Dead is. You
Yeah.
have to watch the films and then watch the show to kind of understand it. Because if you go straight into the show, you're going to be like, this is just goofy and it's just stupid. I love the movies. The show I thought was all right. Like it wasn't anything fantastic, but it was a solid show. The only problem I think is that I love the movie so much that I would rather have had like the Evil Dead trilogy as a house as opposed to the show.
Right.
I agree with that. I
I'm-
actually
I'm
really
hoping-
enjoy the
I'm kind
original
of
Evil
hoping
Dead.
that they do so much blending that we get a lot of the movies mixed in with the show. So that's my hope for it, but that's why it's my number 8.
All
Right.
Connor,
Yeah,
you're
I
number
agree.
7, bro.
Yeah,
All right.
someone's in my fruit cellar.
My number 7. Oh man, dude, I'm about to break the internet. I'm like scared to say it, but I agree with my man Brady. 7 is Dead Waters, and I
oh
just
God, Connor,
my
I am
thing.
stabbing you.
I don't
You're a
know.
legend,
I don't
Connor.
know.
You're a legend.
I don't know. The whole voodoo thing to me is just not that interesting. But
Connor, you are a
wait until
legend,
we get
sir.
into the first
But-
haunted house. And
now
I'm
let me
gonna-
say-
oh, man.
let me say this. I feel like that's going to be a house that at the end of the year I'll probably have like much higher. I'm just solely going based off like what it's about. And voodoo to me is
Right.
just not
You
that
broke
interesting.
it out.
It's just not that interesting. But I mean, the house has a ton of potential and it could be really cool. But I feel like even if it's like people have hyped this house so much that even if it's like okay, people are gonna hate it because they just hyped it so much.
I'll
like-
give
I agree.
you make such a strong point with that, and I'll give you that because the way I felt about previous houses, and I'll name them really quick. Like the way I felt about The Exorcist is the way you're
Woo.
describing. The way I felt about Body Collectors is the way you felt. Where
Hey,
Body
if we're being honest,
Collectors,
I was so
Body
hyped for
Collectors
The
was a
Exorcist.
great house. Like it looked great, but I just thought like, yeah, it's a decent house, but it's not what everyone's making it to be. Like, oh my God, this house. That's
Mhm.
Right.
I can understand that.
But again, that's why like for me, on the other side of the spectrum, since I'm like not over the moon about it, if it's like decent, I'll probably really like it because it'll have
you're
exceeded.
gonna become what you were talking about. You're gonna be like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this house.
Well, I really do believe my rankings
Yeah.
at the end are going to be way different. So, yeah, stay tuned. Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Stay tuned. All right. God, that leads me to my number 7,
Yeah.
which is Horrors of Blumhouse.
Bum bum
And
bum.
I don't have too much reasoning on this. It's not that
Uh-huh.
I'm not excited, because I am super excited for this. It's just like there are 6 other houses that are going above it. I mean, honestly,
Fair
that's
enough.
really it. So, Chris?
Number 7 for me is, would you like to play a game? The games of
Ooh.
Jigsaw.
Okay, I'm gonna have to fight.
That's
you.
real.
Get out.
That's pretty low, man. That's pretty low.
The reason being is because I remember going through the first house, and from what I remember, the house was good. It's not. I don't think because it's number 7. I'm not saying like it's going to be a terrible house, but I do believe that the house is going to be like it's going to run like this. You walk into a room, there's a saw trap, diversion, pigman. You walk into the next room, saw trap, diversion. It's going to be like that for like the next 9 or 10 rooms, because that's how they did it in the first Saw house. It was just pigman jumping at you every single time. So that's why I think, because with Saw, you can't do too much without it kind of repeating. Now, if they
I
announce
understand.
like Saw was going to be their repository kind of experience, that would have been
Oh
like,
my god, I
holy,
would
like,
pay money for
just
that.
imagine that. Yeah.
Imagine you're actually in the game. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep. That would have just blew people's
Woo.
minds. So that's why it's
That
my
would have been
number
the
7.
marketing money there.
So, is it
Dang.
my number
Number
6
6,
now, right?
Connor? Yep.
Okay. Mine is Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Whoop, whoop.
Again, like I haven't seen the show. I've seen the Evil Dead. What is Ash from? I don't even remember.
What is Ash from? What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Ash from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Isn't he from a movie?
Ash is the main character. His name is Ash, but it's short for Ashley.
But what's he the main character in? Just the show, or does he not have like his own movie? Or
Yeah. Evil Dead,
Dead.
Evil Dead 2,
he was?
Army of
Oh,
Darkness.
okay, I remember now. I haven't.
Whoa,
Yeah, okay.
Connor. Whoa, dude.
I mean, I saw Evil Dead in like 10th grade, and I haven't watched it
Connor,
since then.
get
But I
out.
liked it, dude.
Dude, Dad is
Horror,
punishing
dude.
you. Hey,
Dude,
I don't
I
want to
s-
get too much crap by revealing this, but I haven't
Dude.
even seen Evil Dead, and I knew that.
Dude, I struggle with this because
Dang.
dude, I don't even I've never cared about horror until like, I guess now, so I don't really know anything. But
True.
I think
okay.
I think Ash vs. Evil Dead is, I mean, again, like I don't know because I don't know about the show, but it just seems like it'll be a high energy house and be probably pretty gory and
Definitely check out, at least, like I told our friend Gary, I told him to at least check out like Evil Dead 1 and 2, because like 1 is more horror obviously, and 2 is like a good mixture of like horror and some comedy, so you can get the gist of what Ash versus Evil Dead is. Like you get enough of it. But yeah, everybody in the chat, if you've never
I'll
seen
definitely
those, go
do my
check out
homework.
Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Dude, I'm doing homework this weekend during the hurricane, you know?
And that leaves
Alright.
Brady.
Yeah, I was just thinking, this is me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your number 6.
Is The Hive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Might hate me because it's not number 9, but you know, The Hive is actually number 6 for me because I'm looking forward to a vampire house. I haven't experienced one yet. They didn't have a vampire house last year, and I think it has potential. You know? I mean,
Yeah.
I think it could be pretty cool. And
Okay,
80s theme is definitely going to make for something interesting, and I'm just looking forward to what they do with it.
Cool.
And number 6 for me is probably going to hate. You know, I'm pretty much going to be dead after this.
Uh-oh.
Number 6.
Oh
And
no.
this is before I heard details about the house. Number 6 is
Dude, I'm gonna kill you. I know what this means already.
number 6 is The Shining.
Okay. All
Bum
right,
bum
everybody leave the
bum.
live stream. Never come back. Unsubscribe from Zombie Chris. Come over to Around Orlando Vlogs and Connor White. Yeah.
Um, simply put, I did not know like how this house was going to translate. Like, there's so many of the scenes where I'm like the movie itself is kind of like it's not a straight horror movie, but it is more like a psychological movie. So I'm not
Definitely.
sure how that would have translated great to a house. And I kind of had this fear that they were not going to use Jack. They were not going to show him. They were not going to have characters be Jack. I mean, I was told otherwise. So I'm kind of like having a newfound respect for this house based on some of the details I've heard. So
Mm-hmm.
it is number 6 for me, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit higher once I go through it.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my number 5 now.
Yeah,
Yep.
boy.
Yeah,
So
boy.
my number 5 is Hive. Basically, yeah, I mean, seems like a cool concept. You got the vampires. I don't really have a whole lot to add on to it. It's just kind of that like middle house, between like the ones
Okay.
that I'm pretty intrigued by and the ones that are just kind of eh. But yeah,
Right.
Hive looks
Okay.
pretty
Okay.
solid. Looks interesting, I guess.
So my number 5. Woo! This I think is gonna hurt people that it's not like my number 1, especially Dad. But my number 5 is Scarecrow the Reaping. This house
Ooh,
is gonna be
Oh,
dope. Like,
oh.
honestly, I can't wait for this house.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be really cool. I mean, scarecrows, that's a great concept. Like, that is definitely something to make a house on.
hmm
I think people are just gonna be angry that it's not higher than number 5. Yep,
Probably.
everybody's mad. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, they are?
everyone's been mad this whole time.
Oh, yeah. And that leaves
Yeah.
me for my number. Whoa. My number 5 is
Oh,
The
Chris, we're gonna have a problem.
Fallen.
Nope, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Um, the reason why is just because Universal did not state what is in this house, so it's sort of mystery. They kind of just stated that it's light and dark, it's evil. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like gargoyles or demons or angels or by the wings. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to be seeing in this house. Um,
Right.
I think it's going to be a beautiful house.
Oh, Parker, I agree. What could be above the fallen?
Well, you'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going to be in this house. Some of the like the monsters or the angels or whatever is on the light side, it could look bad. It could look, kind of trashy. But I don't know. I thought this was supposed to
Right.
be Gothic, like the sequel to Gothic. So I was really excited. And then when they introduced it, I was like, wait a second, this is not Gothic 2 at all. So we shall have to see how that's going to be.
Oh, snap.
So my number 4 is The Fallen.
Dun, 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 dun. Woo!
Oh,
Yeah,
so now
I mean,
you just want to fight, don't you?
no, it looks like a cool concept, but again, yeah, like Siba Vlogs just said in the chat, like it's not being like super well explained, so like that's why I couldn't put it higher. But the general concept seems pretty cool. Like the whole light versus dark thing will add a lot of variety and diversity to the house, which is cool. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty interested to see it. Pretty interested.
Dang, boy. So this is number 4 we're on?
Number 4.
My number 4 is American Horror Story Volume 2. I've seen 3 episodes of the show now. I started watching it from the first season
Which
because I
one?
enjoyed last year. Murder House.
Okay. No, I
I
mean
started
which
watching that.
which episodes? Oh, so you started watching Murder House this year?
Yeah, I started watching it like last weekend because I
Oh, okay.
was thinking about how it's coming back this year. I know that's not what season it is, and I'm sorry, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to try and get into it a little more because I really enjoyed last year, even though watch it. Like I knew some things about it just because it's a very popular franchise, but I
Mhm.
had never seen it. So I am definitely looking forward to what they're doing this year, and hopefully I'll watch some of the show like by the middle of the HHN season and be caught up at least for some of like the 3 seasons. Or is it 2 seasons this year in the house, or is it 3?
Um, it's 3.
It's
It's
3 again, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's Asylum, Roanoke, and Coven.
Hmm.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
here.
meant Brady.
Brady. Okay, I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah.
I'm definitely excited for that, and I'll be giving it a go.
All right. And my number,
Someone just said homework, young lady. I think I need to leave.
I need an adult. I need an adult. Number 4 for me. Um, shouldn't be too much of a surprise, I guess. It is Blumhouse, the horrors of Blumhouse, horrors of whatever they want to call it, stupid names. Yeah, Sinister, which I've been dying to have at the event for since the first Sinister. Insidious was excellent. The Purge, yeah. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be a very. See, look at that girl. That's how Connor's going to be. That is Connor right there.
Where I didn't see it. Dang it.
Oh, okay. Can
Oh
you see
wait.
her? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now you can see her. That is
yeah.
Connor right there. That's the face.
Right there.
Yeah, the house is going to be terrifying. I think it's going to be like intense. The only thing I will say is I wish they would have
Hey, it
had.
actually will be intense.
I wish they would have had a few other. Oh, you're funny. I wish they would have had some
Oh my
other
God.
properties sprinkled in there because Blumhouse has Get Out. It has like
Oh yeah.
Split. It has some other stuff they could have worked in there, and maybe some like more obscure stuff
Right.
would have been really cool. But hey, the big three. That's like basically our Titans of Terror. So
Yep.
All right, all right. So that makes it my 3, which is Scarecrow. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I just think this is a really cool idea.
mhm.
Kind of, um, I guess it would be my top of the originals, I believe. Yeah, it is. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have like a whole lot to add. Uh, just like the idea, and I think they can do some cool stuff with that.
All right.
Brady,
Nice. My
breakfast.
number 3, which is my top of the originals, also is The Fallen. I am so hyped for this house. Like ridiculous.
Boom.
I'm just so intrigued. Just the small little detail we got of light versus evil. That is just like I'm ready. Like just
It's
take my money.
yeah.
I'm ready.
I
Just
like the
classic
idea of like how
light
much
versus evil.
diversity they can do in the house. I'm
Yeah,
picturing like
exactly, dude.
I'm picturing like a bunch of like different color schemes and like you'll walk
Mhm.
into a room and it'll be like dark and gray, and then you'll walk into a different room and it'll be like more white and like
Good point.
yeah. It just seems like there's gonna be a lot going on, which is interesting.
Yep. And I mean, I know there's supposed to be flying things and like different type of scares than we're used to also. So that's going to be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Chris, hit us with your number 3, bro.
My number 3 is Doom, boom, 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 boom. It is American Horror Story because
Oh
last
yeah.
year I was sort of doubting American Horror Story. Not that I didn't think it was going to be good, but I was like, we'll see. They surprised me. They wowed me.
Oh
They
yeah.
they
It was
wooed me.
good.
So I have really high hopes for this season or this year. Um, Roanoke, I kind of just finished that. It wasn't that great. Coven, I actually enjoyed. And Asylum, I think is just going to be bat s craziness for this kind of house. There's so many like messed up things in that season. That I'm like this, like what the heck is that? So I just think it's going to be like an intense, like terrifying house.
All right,
Connor.
fair enough. On to number 2, top 2.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
my number 2 is Saw. Really excited for this. As I mentioned earlier, I've always thought the Saw franchise was cool. I always thought the traps were like interesting, how the whole series works. And I'm just kind of excited to see that in person, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Jigsaw is Jigsaw. So yeah,
Jigsaw is Jigsaw.
yeah. I'm pretty hyped for
Connor?
Saw. So, yep, that's
Connor, I
number 2.
believe this makes our top 2 being the same thing, I think.
I believe so. I believe so.
So my number 2 is Saw, the Games of Jigsaw. As anyone knows who follows me anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, anybody knows, I love Saw. It was really the first horror movie that I got super into. Like, not the first one I ever saw. I had seen other ones, but I just loved the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just something about it. It's really twisted. A guy, tells you you're doing stuff wrong in your life, so he comes and makes you kill other people to try and get out of it and fix this demented puzzle, and it's just great. And then obviously the first one is the best one, but like the ending of that just blows my mind every time I watch it, even though I know what the ending is, and it's just like, what? Are you serious? So yeah, that's my number
Quite
2
the little
is
twist.
Quite a little twist.
Yeah, at the end of the movie.
Oh yes.
Well, my number 2. Yes, I am ready to take a trip through the corn, terror-filled scarecrows that they
Oh,
specifically
Yeah.
cast. I don't know if you guys caught that, but they like casted people that were really skinny and really tall to play
Dude,
the
I could have.
Oh,
scarecrows.
really?
Dude, I could have
Yeah.
gone in there.
So
Oh, Connor could have definitely gone in there.
I could have been a scarecrow.
it's been like way too long since we kind of had like something like this. I don't know. I don't want to say campy, but like more traditional of what Halloween
yeah.
and um
Yeah.
I just think like we're gonna get some like great atmosphere, some great claustrophobic stuff. We're gonna get some smells in here, maybe some corn, maybe some dirt, and I think
If
it's
they
just
bring back the Walking Dead Earth smell, then I am in.
I think it's gonna be like the Tombs of the Ancients for this year. Like it's gonna
I
be
think-
that house that
definitely.
everybody.
It's definitely-
I get that vibe.
It's definitely going to have a nice little like autumn feel to it,
Oh yeah,
which is cool.
yes. Can't wait for this house.
Yes.
Well,
So-
this does it, guys. We're at
Well,
number
then-
1.
Well, then my number 1, obviously, if you've been following along, is The Shining. I mean, classic movie.
Boo.
You know, I know I'm about to get booed. I know it's coming, but classic movie, classic scenes. So many classic moments they can integrate in. You have like the blood, you have the twins, you have here's Johnny.
And
There better
that's
be a
it.
here's Johnny. There better be a
That's it.
here's dude. There better be a here's Johnny.
I can guarantee you that just from one walkthrough, you'll hear that sound bit like 3 times.
Yeah. Here's
Right.
Johnny. Here's Johnny.
But yeah, I'm like a little apprehensive because like again like I guess what you said earlier makes sense about how like not sure how it'll transition to a house, but I'm simply going based off like how much like the individual properties interest me.
Mm-hmm.
And since The Shining is such an iconic movie, that's the reason it's number 1.
Well, then,
But I do want to
my
say,
number
well,
1.
we'll wait till the
Oh,
rankings are
okay.
done.
Well,
We'll wait till the
I
rankings are done.
I just want to say this real quick. A friend of ours is in the house, and if you see
Yes, he is.
if you see a bar scene, say hello to him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just yell out. Well, I don't know. Should I say his name? Maybe not.
Just yell
Made
out
it kind
Pepe.
of obvious.
Just yell out Pepe Pig.
Yeah, we'll let him know that's the key word. Just yell out Pepe. Pepe.
Yeah, we'll let him know that's the key signal. But my number 1 is also The Shining. I cannot wait for this house. That movie I only saw it for the first time this summer, and I immediately fell in love. It was such a good movie. It immediately became a classic with me, and
I'm
obviously the rest of the world. It's a classic. It is
I'm really
so
surprised by
good.
that, Brady.
There's by what? Which part?
By the fact that you just like that it was your first time seeing it and being that
Yeah, I know. I only
um
saw it at like the end of the year, like May. Well, the school year, that is. I saw it in like May over the summer.
I mean more so
Yeah.
like with your age, and I would get the
But
the feeling that like anyone younger watching that movie would be like, man, this stuff is boring. Like this film is boring me.
Nice catch.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
dude.
But you
No,
didn't
it's
get that.
good.
You
It's
didn't get that feeling,
I
huh?
know I loved it.
I love
Yeah, I
movies
just
that
love
go on.
okay.
Go
I
on.
just love I think something that I really enjoyed about this is it reminded me of Saw just in the fact that there is not a this is what happens storyline. It's a
Mhm.
oh, is
Boom.
this what's
It nailed it.
happening? Oh, or is this what's happening? I'm
I
not
love
sure what's happening. What just happened at the end? Wait, was it this? No, it was that. And it's just
nailed
it
it.
leaves you
It's
sitting
it's
there.
it's one of those movies where like your jaw drops. Like it's like a I,
Exactly, dude. I was
like
like, what?
this isn't like horror related, but like one of my favorite directors is Christopher Nolan,
Mhm.
and like all of his movies are like that, like The Prestige,
Hmm.
Interstellar,
Well, that I can see.
Memento,
Yeah.
like those movies that are like it's not directly obvious what's happening. Like yes, you have to like sit through some dialogue and there's build up,
Mhm.
but it's like a mind blowing movie, like a psychological movie. I love that kind of thing. So yeah, for sure, I agree.
Definitely. But yeah, and like also adding on to what I'm saying about it being my number one is what Connor said. Of course there is the iconic scenes. You know, you got the twins, you got the here's Johnny, you got the blood rushing down the hallway. It's just gonna be great.
Yep.
And here comes Chris.
And my
Revealing
number one
my
is
number 8.
no surprise. It is Dead Waters. Chat goes crazy. Chat goes wild. Dead Waters, man. I mean, I, I, I'm believing the hype. Universal is pushing this house. This is the biggest house they're pushing out of their originals. It looks gorgeous. It looks fantastic. It looks like it's going to be the great blend of like it being scary and beautiful at the same time. That's what I want out of an original house. The whole voodoo vibe, thing. I know you say it's a bit overrated. For me, I feel like it's not overrated when it comes to horror nights because we haven't dived too much into voodoo. We had the zone, and maybe we had it at the event like many, 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 many years ago. But I feel like it's great to see Universal stepping up and saying like, yeah, we're going to step, up to the plate and do a voodoo house. Um,
Mm.
like the Hollow Screen voodoo house is great. So I feel like if this is any indication of that house on steroids with a bigger budget, I'm all for it.
I
Right.
think I'm really hoping that you're right because this is like I didn't really specify this earlier, like of the houses that I'm like not as high on, like this is the one that I want to be good the most. I really,
Oh,
really,
me
really,
too. I would
I
actually like to add
really,
that as well.
and I really want it to be because I think, like you said, like the beauty of it, that I want that to be like really, really good. And if it's a beautiful looking house, I'm into that kind of thing. This will probably be way up there at the end of the season if they pull it off like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but like I said before, all I'm going off, and I know some people do their lists differently, but all I'm going off is like how much the property interests
Yeah.
me, and the property is voodoo.
Right.
That's the only reason. But yeah, it's got good potential. It really does. So I'm really, really pulling for it.
Don't say that. Please don't say Dead Waters is Ghost Town. Oh, please don't say that. True, we do have
Oh,
Coven,
darn.
but I think the Coven is going to play a much smaller part in the American Horror Story house. Also, Horror Nights has not really really done anything with witches. Like the Coven is pretty much we had that now, and we had like a scare zone, but that's pretty much it.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping this kind of stuff is in the future, like where they start kind of breaking the wall and expanding their stuff, because I mean Horror Nights is great, the IPs are great, but sometimes it feels like there's stuff they're not approaching or stuff they're just not touching, or they're doing the same old, like, oh, we're going to do clowns. It's like, how many years can we have clowns at the event?
Right.
Well, this year it makes sense to have clowns with it being a thing.
Yeah, but why didn't we just have an It
I
House?
really hope we get an It House next year.
I mean, that would have been pretty lit.
I mean, if they announced a It House, and with it being, such positive reviews, it would have just been bonkers. Like it just would have been a
200-minute waits.
Sold out event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Is Lady Luck a witch? I don't know what she is. She's just a monster, a creature.
But yeah, like, I wanted to touch on what I was going to say, like, after the rankings were done. What I was going to say was, someone said this in the chat a bit ago, but they said that they wish that the event had more originals. Dude, I could not agree more. Wouldn't that be like...
Me too.
Would you agree? I wish it was like I would probably say like a 6-3 split or something.
Yeah,
like I wish it was like more
3 IPs and then the rest originals. Yeah,
like more originals.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I do want a few IPs, but honestly, the originals that they push out are great.
Yeah, I mean,
they build that backstory, and it's great.
It shows, the Universal creative team can do better than just slapping in a bunch of screen rides, right?
And what I do like is that this year it's kind of a mixture of seeing like IPs in the scare zones and with originals, and we've also had we also got more originals this year than I think previous years. Like the number count, I believe. It's like 4 originals.
I think so.
Last year it was what? Only 3 originals, right?
Well, let's see. We had Tomb, we had Chance, and we had Ghost Town.
Yeah, and that was it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely...
So that's pretty good.
I definitely do agree about the originals, for sure. I think, obviously, like I said, that there were IPs that were like my top 2, but like as a whole, like as a unit, like I'm more interested in the originals as a whole than the IPs as a whole. Just happens to be that. Just happens to be that the 2 IPs that I put at the top were IPs that I like. So, but yeah, as a whole, the originals look very interesting this year.
Right.
Is there an icon this year? No. There's overall theme this year, not an icon.
How do you guys feel about the lack of an icon?
So my feelings with it is it's okay. Like the event's gonna go on. It's gonna be great also. But the only thing that I do not like is I feel like the icon sort of makes it more personal and like gives you more of a story to the event.
I think when I first was like, there's no icon, I was like, it's like my first year, like it'd be kind of nice to have an icon. But now I've gotten to the point where it's like I've just accepted it, like it's whatever. So I'm all right with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when they bring back icons, eventually it'll make it more of like a special thing. So
I feel like it's a tricky road to walk for Universal or the creative team, because if they do an icon every year, people expect an icon. So with 25 and 26 being sort of like the main story and then the sequel story to that year, this was kind of the right play, kind of to break fresh, just to not have an icon. But I mean, it's kind of terrible that the Voodoo Queen kind of gets short-handed this year again, being that her zone, and then she wasn't an icon, but she was in a zone as a character, and then now she has Dead Waters, but she's still not an icon of the event. Kind of sucks
maybe
for
one
her,
day.
but yeah, maybe Why can't they replace Bill and Ted with Back to the... Well, I would love the Back to the Future show.
I'd love Back to the Future in
Yes.
general.
I just want
Any
anything back to the future.
Yeah, anything that they want to do that brings Back to the Future to the parks in like any way, like I'm
I
down.
agree.
I
At
just
least
wanted to get you guys' take on merch, but you can finish what you were going to say, Connor.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm like kind of happy that we still have like the DeLorean and Doc Brown like in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least they didn't
Definitely.
totally didn't rip it out of the park. But I would like some sort of Back to the Future experience. Anyways, the merch.
The merch. The
It's
mooch.
pretty gross this year.
What'd you say? It's gross this year?
It's pretty gross this year. Yeah,
I'm
I'm not a
gonna-
fan.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's wasn't the best either because I've seen other merch that wasn't from 26, even though it was my first year, and I know there was better merch in the past years. But last year's wasn't like the worst. This year is the worst. I like the lanyard this year though. Like I'm not gonna lie, the lanyard's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that I don't like about the skull
Yeah.
is it's too much.
It's
The
pretty.
etching on him and like the weird like crown thing around, like it's just too much.
It's too much. And the way the body shape of it, it's a little weird. Do you think it'll glow in the dark maybe or something like that?
Maybe.
Like the way the bones are?
I don't know, but it does
Possible.
it looks really busy for sure.
Yeah, I don't like how busy it is, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the central theme for this year is just skull. Like skull with the tattoos on it. Let's slap that on
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I
this
will
is
be
the
getting
year
the
I'm
lanyard
gonna
though.
I think I'm gonna
That I
get
want.
only the lanyard and the what was that?
Chocolate milk glass.
The chocolate milk glass.
Yes,
Right,
boy.
Chris?
I'm only gonna get
Heck
the
yeah.
mug. The mug.
Heck yeah.
What's the chocolate milk glass? The tumbler?
Nope, the chocolate milk glass is next to the mug.
Oh, the shot glass?
Of course, the chocolate milk glass. You know.
You don't want some socks?
Nah, dude, I don't want some socks.
Dude,
They're too busy.
I wear black Nike socks exclusively. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have like 10 pairs of just black Nike socks.
Is it funny that over in our store we have a Hollywood pin? How funny is that? Like this is the Hollywood
Yeah.
Horror Nights pin.
And they have the Hollywood lanyard.
Yeah, that's weird. How come they couldn't do that back when Hollywood had like the Michael Myers lanyard or something? That would have been cool. I would have got that.
I
But
don't know.
yeah, the only thing I'm looking at is the mug.
Wait, go look at it real quick. I didn't actually get to see it. Can you click on like the expanded view of it?
Which one?
The Hollywood lanyard? I
Oh, the
actually
Hollywood
didn't get to
lanyard?
see
Yeah.
that.
It's
Yeah.
probably gonna have Freddy versus Jason on it. It has.
You know what I
Chucky.
wish?
Yeah, it's Chucky, The
Cool,
Shining.
The Shining.
Oh, it's just The Shining.
Speaking of-
Yeah, that's cool.
Speaking of like Chucky and Freddy and Jason,
that's
I wish
way
we had like a freaking backlot tram tour like Hollywood gets. Like
Oh, the tram tour.
that-
Yeah, the
yeah,
Terror Tram.
obviously like we don't have a tram, so we can't have that, but I really think that's a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
I wish we did have the tram tour, honestly. It's so dope.
Oh, I don't want to take a survey.
Take
Does
the
anybody
survey.
actually buy these every year? I feel like they come
No.
out with them because the new iPhone comes out every year. So
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like afford any of this
that's
merchandise
$30.
anyway.
Holy!
That's $30.
Yeah, that case.
Oh man, you're right.
Oh, they have a clutch wallet. Oh yeah. Look at that one.
Oh. A lady's clutch wallet.
Yeah.
You going for it, Chris?
Be sure to buy your lady friends, as they always say, your lady friend. I don't understand that, but that's another topic. They have wallets though.
Ah, they do have a wallet. That's
That one's
interesting.
not too bad. That one's all right. I mean,
It's
I
actually
wouldn't.
not
I
that
wouldn't.
bad.
I wouldn't
I
rock
wouldn't
it,
get
but
it, but no.
I wouldn't get it. Do you like the posters at least?
Posters are pretty cool, to be honest.
This looks like
I don't
something
mind
that
the
would be.
posters.
This looks like something that would be hung up in the room of someone that enjoys some after school double baked cheesecake snacks.
Okay.
Okay, the lagoon smell.
All right. I understand.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Wait, you mean like the UOAP event smell?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I understand.
The Harry Potter bridge.
Oh, Connor,
Oh
that
my
was.
gosh.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
inside jokes. But
Yeah.
yeah, I honestly don't see myself like getting
I
any
think the poster
merchandise.
is though.
What
'Cause,
about
like-
like at the end of the event if you come back and it's like
Uh,
half
well,
price or
maybe because my thing is like I'm gonna be spending a ton of money on gas.
something?
So yeah, I'm probably gonna need to use my money on gas.
That's where your money's going, gas.
That's
Right.
yeah. September is just gonna drain me. Like I'm gonna have no. Like once Gary gets here,
Oh,
like it's a wrap. The car's gonna get a bunch of miles put on it.
Getty.
Yeah,
I guess we'll
boy.
turn it to a Q&A before we head out. If the chat has
definitely.
any questions,
Yeah, sure,
anything
sure.
you want to ask us, any tips, anything you need to know.
Any questions about anything that exists? I just
Questions about life.
Hurricane.
I just enjoy answering questions in general.
Honestly, me too. Q&As are fun.
I'm an open book.
Yeah, they
The
can't
Gauntlet,
do
Zombie Chris.
Dementors yet. I do believe they are coming in time, but not yet. They're starting off with the holiday show, and then they'll work their way around other stuff.
Dude, I am so ready for that holiday show.
Who is going to play Ash? I don't know. People, whoever they cast, I guess that looks like Ash. It's just going to be like the sound effect going off, and it's not going to be like a live actor or anything.
Oh, I like this question from Gamer. Who likes burgers more out of all
No,
three
I
of
will
us?
not.
I
Yes, you
gotta throw my name in there. I gotta go with me.
What, you got a what?
Yeah, it's probably you.
Gamer asked, out of the three of us, who likes burgers the most? I think I gotta say myself.
No, it's me.
It's you.
If April was in here, she would test to this. She would be like,
What's
"Yep, it's me."
Is it like your favorite food overall?
Dude, everywhere I go, anytime I go to a restaurant, the first thing I always order is a burger.
Yeah, same, bro.
Oh yeah, so we're the same.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I like
April.
pizza.
April will attest to this because every time we go somewhere, she'll be like, "Let me guess, you're gonna eat a burger." No, I don't only eat burgers. I eat anything else, but I always judge a place by its burger.
I do too. And then Have I ever heard of
take a guess that Brady will judge a place by their French fries?
pizza?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, pizza.
He's a pizza.
Yeah, French fries.
Brady loves pizza.
Yeah, but not every
You-
place has pizza, dude. I judge
True.
by
I mean-
the French fries, you know?
And he loves his mac and cheese.
Oh, dude, I could eat mac and cheese all day.
Someone please say HR Blood and Guts. HR Blood and Guts.
And then I was asked if I've heard of twisted taters. I don't think I have. What is twisted taters? Please tell me, because it sounds
Dude, chicken nuggets all day.
it sounds very interesting. I like the
You
sound.
don't know
of it.
what Twisted Taters are?
I don't think so.
Connor, you
Oh,
got a lot
because
to
he's never
learn, my
been to
dude.
Horror Nights. Oh, that's right. Whoops, I keep forgetting.
What
that.
is
Got a lot to
twisted
learn, bro.
taters?
It's something you'll smell it
They're-
at Horror
They're
Nights.
like sliced
Don't tell him,
potatoes on
don't
a
tell him.
stick.
Oh man, I told him he'll smell it when he gets there.
All right, got you.
Oh
got
yeah,
you.
he will.
Got you. See what else we got here.
Favorite HHN food? I got the
Zombie
answer. I
Zombie
got-
Chris is a chunky Chucky. That's not very nice.
I don't know what that means. Like a Chucky doll?
All right, favorite HHN food. I can answer this real quick. It's not exclusive to HHN at all, but I don't care. It's tater tots from Simpson's Food Court.
Ooh,
mhm.
Good choice. Good choice.
You can't go wrong with a clogger.
Ooh.
Oh, the clogger. Oh my god, man! You're talking like
They also have a good. I tried their barbecue rib sandwich there, and it was all right too. Just
Yeah,
don't eat at Mel's.
Yeah.
Just don't eat at Mel's.
Wait a minute. Did you try their what?
They have like a barbecue sandwich.
Man,
It's
I
not
tried.
actually
I
as
tried.
good as
I
people hype it.
have you ever tried the barbecue like burger over at Munster's Cafe? God, that was
No, but I
awful.
really.
It was so awful.
Oh, really?
It was so like the barbecue
Ooh.
meat or whatever. It just tasted very like odd.
Wow, dang. I wanted to try it, so
Oh,
I guess I'll avoid it.
no, try it for the vlog.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then
Die
the
afterwards.
other
Yes,
place to
the
not eat
chicken
it,
and waffle sandwich. Yep.
definitely don't eat at Mel's. Like their burgers are disgusting.
Yeah,
They're really
Mel's is
they're
not
really
like how
dry.
it is in Hollywood. Here is just a facade
Yeah.
that pretty much
And
looks great on the outside, but the food is terrible on the inside.
Favorite HHN year? I'm gonna have to go with 26 because it's the only one that I've been to.
I'm gonna have to go to
Every year.
I'm gonna have to go with 27 because it's the only one I'll have been to. But I
Finding
would if
Nemo
I was
maze. I'm in.
Dora the Explorer
Dora the
maze, I'm
Explorer
in.
maze. I'm in.
I'm in. Dude, that'd be really
I'm
terrifying.
in. Swiper no
Oof.
sweeping.
Favorite facade.
Swiping. Whatever. I don't even know.
Is he Siba, are you saying
Ooh,
like
favorite
favorite
facade?
are we talking like ride facades or
Ooh.
house facades or
No, no, we're talking about
He's talking
houses,
about
bro.
house
house
facades,
facades?
bruh.
Favorite facade? I'm giving
Um
The Exorcist, hands down. If we're being honest, I hated The
I'm trying
Exorcist, but
I'm trying to think.
facade was great. Oh no, to be honest, if we're really getting deep into this, it's technically not a facade because it's not the outside, but when you walk into Krampus before you go into the house and you get to see the house, that is the best.
Yeah, but did you see how Hollywood did theirs? Ooh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
way
that
better.
was way better. I don't know, like Body
Ours was inside.
Collectors, the winter one was a fabulous facade. Jack Presents 25 Years was a great facade.
Here's another question. What type of aliens do you think they'll use in Invasion?
The
I
kind
want to
that
say
come
like
from outer space.
green
Like green?
aliens,
I think they're gonna have like
different
okay,
types.
I'm trying to think like I feel like they're gonna have like sparkly clothing. I don't know why, but that's
Like
just what I'm picturing.
sparkling silver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like classic 50s. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's kind of hard to say, but I hope it's at least like a little campy. Yeah, like he said, like 1950s, like big heads,
Big head aliens. Yeah. It's going to
like
be.
and I think it will be kind of campy, and I don't know if this is like anything to base it on, but just like the logo of the scare zone, like
Yep.
makes it look
Definitely.
like
Yeah.
it could be a little campy.
Do you feel like that's going to get lost with the general public though?
Yeah,
Like, do you feel like they're going to be like, man, this is corny. Like, I came here for something scary.
maybe.
Because at least
Maybe.
with Vamp, like Vamp was funny, but at least the vampires, they look kind of scary when they wanted to be.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
like a funny
The Stranger Things
like a
maze?
funny alien
I
wouldn't
really
be
don't-
kind of scary, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone asked about a Stranger Things maze. I don't know if it would happen ever, but I would love if it happened.
Yeah, I
That'd be
freaking
better
love
than
that show.
yeah.
I'm pretty that'd be pretty hype. Mars attacks aliens, that would be the ideal situation.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And would they have the sound effect like them?
He actually did the sound. Oh man.
Hunker down? I don't know.
What do we Oh, dude, Robbie, thank you for bringing up that Destroy All Humans. Holy crap.
Yeah, I
we
forgot about that.
Can we talk about that? Like my cousin showed me that game when I was I don't know how old I was.
Let me pull up the
But
trailer.
oh man, I love that game. I literally recently bought a PS2 just for like Destroy All Humans, MX Unleashed, like a couple other games. But oh my gosh, Destroy All Humans. Whew, I actually
Hey,
tweeted.
Chucky maze with Chris pooping out of boo holes.
I don't know what that means.
What a concept.
That'd be a scary maze, man. But dude, Destroy All Humans.
Terrifying.
I actually tweeted when they announced the scare zones. I'm like, I really wish they could do a Cryptosporidium Destroy All Humans scare actor. But as for the hurricane, we got like a bunch of water and sandbags and stuff, and yeah, we're just gonna stay here and hope for the best. Basically, my backyard has a tendency to flood, so that's why we got a bunch of sandbags for the back porch. So hopefully we'll be all right. I'm feeling okay about it right now.
So is this the game you were talking about, Connor?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how you think that
So
aliens
so
look
good.
like.
So good.
Right there.
So good. Such a good game. So funny too.
Right there. That's what you think we're gonna see in the zone.
That'd be so funny. Just you literally would just like run around and like you could like electrocute people
Studying
and
humans.
you had like the disintegrator ray where they just burst into flames. Oh, it was so fun. The dialogue was so funny too. Like you could read people's minds and they'd just be thinking like the stupidest stuff. It was so great. I love that game.
All right, guys, we're almost wrapping it up. If you have any last minute questions, get them in, because we're about to go.
I wish Invasion was in Cabana Bay. That'd be nuts.
That would fit the 50s style, yeah.
You like wake up and there's like an alien at the foot of your bed.
Oh my god, Connor would lose it.
I would die.
You'd be like, I'm dead. Connor's dead.
Don't
Like
leave
that-
Chunky
Can we
Chuck.
meet up, folks? If you see us, say what was the key word?
Pepe the Pig.
There we go.
Just scream it. Like
Pepe the
scream
Pig.
it. You got to scream it like so loud that people around you get like concerned.
No, I will
Chunky
not
Chuck
buy.
in a little truck with a butt.
Nope, I will not buy you that wallet. Sorry.
Will you buy it for me?
Maybe. We'll have to see
Aw.
after opening weekend.
Hey guys, guess what?
Yeah.
Chunky Chuck in a little truck with a butt.
What?
I don't know.
What are you on about?
Have you gone? No, I have
Great
not
in the
gone to
chat.
Hollywood. I am dying to get there to their event.
Hey Chris, can you pack me in your suitcase if you ever make it there?
I'd love to.
Got it.
I'd love to go to like any like.
Somebody added a question.
I'd like
They
to.
said, "Can you say anything about what you know about The Shining?" Chris, are you allowed to say anything?
I can give vague details. I can't really tell you
vague
what I
details.
heard. I heard it's a very scary house. Very, very scary.
Wow.
Ooh.
I heard that there is Jack in the house. There are multiple Jacks, obviously.
Ooh.
There's not just a few of them.
All right.
I believe the blood scene is not a screen. I'm not going to tell you how it's done.
I have heard that as well.
You will see multiple characters from the movie. I'm not going to tell you which ones, but you'll see pretty much most of them.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see. I feel like there was something I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh no, I remember now. Going back to like what they said about like Hollywood, I would love to go to like an international theme park or like California for the theme parks.
Yes, I would love to
It would
do
be so great.
Not,
I'd love to.
Not Scary Farm and their Halloween event.
I'd love to travel like to some faraway theme parks. Obviously, this doesn't have much to do with horror, but like Hong Kong Disneyland, bro.
You would just love to do a
Like-
world tour of all the theme parks.
I
in the
just
world.
love to. Yeah, I just love to go to all of them. Just love to go to all of them.
Yeah, we just got to win the lottery first.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully that happens. I can't even tell you like how often I just fantasize about that happening. So if it does, we're going.
I don't understand.
Cool.
Yep. All right, we're ready to wrap this up. Connor, where can they reach you on the interwebs?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Connor CONNERW96, and my channel is CONNER space WIGHT. Yeah, like I said, I post theme parks and concerts pretty much. I try to be funny. I don't know if it works, but I try. So, yep, that's where you can reach me.
Brady, or Breakfast, as they want to call you.
Oh, snack.
Oh, snack. You can find me on Twitter at XThatPopPunkKid. That's on Twitter. And then you can find my pictures on Instagram at XThatPopPunkKid with an extra X on the on the end of it. And then my YouTube again is Around Orlando Vlogs. So be sure to check out the video side of stuff if you don't mind. Chris is giving us these plugs right
Yeah,
now.
I gotta
I'm
get
trying to
those
use
plugs, man.
Yeah, I'm giving you those plugs, even though you're the
It's
one
my
with more
boy.
subscribers.
them. Oh, okay. My bad.
It's true.
I just wanted to answer one quick question. The reason why there's an extra original this year, I'm believing it's because The Walking Dead is not back. So they're kind of filling that spot with an original.
Ooh.
Well,
Well,
anyway,
yeah,
you should
that
know
was
who I
fun.
am.
It was
I
fun.
am, yep. Thank you guys for coming on the
Definitely.
show, the live stream.
Yep. Thanks for watching, especially those of you who have been here for like the whole time, and just hung
Yeah.
out for like
You
a
guys.
pretty extended period of time,
Yeah, I
2
know.
hours.
Yeah, it's been a
Thank you
while.
guys. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And always remember, Pepe the Pig.
Oh yeah.
That's,
See you,
yeah,
everybody.
that's my new outro, Pepe the Pig.
Bye.
Sick.
Scream Pepe if you see us.
Yep. Everyone who's in Florida, stay safe.
Yep.
Definitely.
Do a hurricane live stream. Nah, maybe Brady will.
Nah.
All right, guys. See you. Zombie
See you.
out.